it's your boy Young Love. I give him that thing. Pancho leg stand and punchy America. Banyi doll, Pancho leg stand and punchy America. Banyi doll, ban walk on your leg. Kankara water no watching. Oga live leg gear bow leg. Panda with ya punchy America. Banya doll no chingatongo pandon kujura by a check out. Pagupana jiro what ya be doll venting.
Welcome to Lake State Media Show today and tonight, wherever you are tuning in. Thank you so much for joining the show. It's a very significant one that we need to show. Lake State Media will host this particular show regarding the news that is disturbing us happening in South Sudan regarding the children. The father is trying to sell his kids. This is the topic that we will be focusing on and to discuss with all the South Sudanese people who are concerned. You are all welcome to the show, and I'm happy to be the host. The rest will join us soon in this particular show. It's one of the best. And also Lake State Media as requiring privacies, and for the audience who will join us, you need to be on the track of what you are saying. Thank you so much, and let us start waiting for
Matas magalam galugal. Anjileta yai walarus. Ubadin nazmafir, inshallah rabbuna ma'akum billahi al-masuri. Amjibeta giyariz wal arus. Ubadin nazmafir, inshallah rabbuna ma'akum billahi zaydadain. Sawa sawa, naishu sawa. Matas makalam galugal. Sawa sawa, tagudu sawa. Matas makalam galugal. Usra mubarak, usra mubarak. Lo amada zuati tarika rasul. Kalande mubaraka. Usra mubarak, usra mubarak. Lo amada zuati tarika rasul. Kalande mubaraka. Sawa sawa, taishu sawa. Matas makalam galugal. Sawa sawa, nagudu sawa. Matas makalam galugal. Amjibeta giyariz wal arus. Ubadin nazmafir, inshallah rabbuna ma'akum billahi al-masuri. Amjibeta giyariz wal arus. Ubadin nazmafir, inshallah rabbuna ma'akum billahi al-masuri. Sawa sawa, naishu sawa. Matas makalam galugal. Sawa sawa, nagudu sawa. Matas makalam galu galu. Gumbo kalaris, gumbo kalarus. Naframa ba dosan haris. Negadem harus betu uluna sawa. Gumbo kalaris, gumbo kalarus. Naframa ba dosan haris. Negadem harus betu uluna sawa. Sawa sawa, naishi sawa. Matas makalam galu galu. Sawa sawa, tagubu sawa. Matas makalam galu galu. Nyai. Yalla. Sukun. Yalla. Yalla. Usra Mubarak, lo amal da zuaj bi tariqa rasul. Salam Mubarak, Usra Mubarak, Usra Mubarak, lo amal da zuaj bi tariqa rasul. Salam Mubarak, sawa sawa, naishi sawa. Matas makalam galugal, sawa sawa, nabudu sawa. Matas makalam galugal. Gumbo kalaris, gumbo kalarus. Naframa ba gadum haris. Nawasal harus betu uluna sawa. Gumbo kalaris, gumbo kalarus. Naframa ba gadum haris. Nawasal harus betu uluna sawa. Ambide jagijaris walarus. Ubadin nasumafir. Inshallah rabbana maakum bajiblik yal masul.
Thank you so much, Ding Anyai Dal. Is the Oguna Tamam Oguna Lazis Lazim. Nugulu, thank you so much for the viewers who are tuned in, and I'm still waiting for the panels and those who will join. The link is pinned down here. You can join, just follow that link and you come and join the show. The topic is only regarding the two innocent kids who were allegedly being to be sold by their father. We need to exhaust this issue. We talk about, analyze, and hear also from the father. I got the clip and the voice of the father is narrating the story, and the other references we also will share with you. So feel free to follow the link pinned down and join the panel, and we will talk about this. Whether we speak it in English or in Arabic or Dinka, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bill Pamakage. Gora Odil. Yeah, that's the reason the media, there are some people anyway who are abusing the media, but the media is supposed to express the correct information to the audience, to throw it down there, we analyze and we use it, and we need to have a good network. We are all South Sudanese, and we're happy to share all these things, bad thing or a good thing. We have to share them all. Just come on, share the show. Thank you so much, Daniel Dinganyai. In a challenge, Nediandu, Edenpat, Kaga Kijam Bokton Academy, then that's why he will be adapting Kadnong Yiga Rusa, Kujala Yiga about here. Kian Kabe, Benyot, welcome, brother Gabriel Marhabe.
اهلا وسهلا.
مرحب في
يجامي كموضة فاي
شكرا جزيلا بحضورك ان جمودا بي يا برادا كي موغ تنا كال كي تشول ايغ تياو تو كي باي مت مت بن بن باي جا كانا ين مو كي تي كا و غارو جا كان يا و بنير كون بجلت جت نمت انكي نلبي كالان مت كي مك na sabun na woga ya na mangwan cái chợ pin chiếu cái có đi social media chiếu bên là đây cái này ya un mi đấy à anh ấy chết chết là nó miệt chứ ku jala lue kana ran miệt gai we mà miệt điên man tun chết điên man tu bagai yor bayen là mogro kan camping cái cái buồng cha mà như thế chan coi chọn kun bin leg state kana babas fa oga free ku buk jam network what because kan a national thing a chega da kuma nom kana bai ban kumit ka ta kan nang iran man wan le biya race in Sudan in the near future nobody knows hello
hello good one video apa
ya bro
So this is what is happening. This news has been circulating around the social media for quite last 4 days. So we decided to host this show and we talk about it, how it happened, and we share some relevant information we have got on ground and some video clips that we will share as well. So that is the reason of the show of this afternoon. Here in Australia will be midday night, in America in the early morning hours, in South Sudan or East Africa in general. So that's the reason we are here.
Thing Isaac, we were brand. Can I actually are a channel for be damaged? Because can ran un mit okay ngong ran muk mit ka e could na keep politicize actually America the one of the weapon can been system in South Sudan been a fight I can been a kuma been a blame you know kuma cha fail kuma che o kai mo ju bi ka dom bi koy lui ka bi ka dom una iran ja lui bolidi ku yera jala lui la na kaboyta ne panden qur'an mo bor hal bi gam da tu yene mo bor hal ye yogidine kine yitin tuk min jar bol wala iran tuk min ror bor wala chantuk wala nyantuk le bo kai ku le yakan man a chan ba biya gampiu or ba biya to biya yeng mai kudo akij ban yal na ye tiken ban yal bro loy kimin tuwar ki gade bibidia e ngu jo ko be la pol tension jo ko be la pol a chan bi ka be la war bu ko be yala jam ka ge morle kitinen e kudo ni ki politicize as a political weapon e ki scenario de kine design tin ki design chan binator ka kuma fa tinen o ke do jam tin yoku yu biya kuma jama yi kaka ko jamtin ku ki dedi ka de lo la nga ka tar ku to bino ro wa ba ko la jam ko la en blame bila ban be kiri ba kuma ba blame ku yi ni ki jog de ka yi yok ini jira torlet lo la ina yi ka kuma support bino ki jog de ka yi yok in la torlet so kan e pot biya ye tuwe ka ba jami ko yile state media wo kan ko je morley coordinator office e kan ka yob mi boka ditin we wo halaran kene yen won mit landi cha yogarul a chaskiri bita dola chaskiri bita police na ya askiri police lo bijak jala jal wardin kulela mitya Away tell him I should man then Musuluka and Nachok. Kaja tell him please Yakaya and Kiachol leave oven for the time ban meet your Bankala coin. A yogi. I would you know I give Nilip. Could you have been look or you may have the band can be a bella band loy. Kill the Benjam, Amis Janavi Bakai road, a Chambadukulon day. Chilabagaman. Chaskiri Lebel. Chaskiri dollar. Okay, quite below quite no yinga. Chinkum meet a quite burger Luga, man of me there. You can a key design. A key design. I can be lawyer pillim. I can't talk do it and I can talk do it. I will like an incident cover loy. I will land masala. And when me young roar peewee. To know quite where jammer. A jam can be a coin. Lana canoe in a pocket queen, in a pocket jam. Boy can in cheer book a coin geddy, the any jam queen. Lana cage all a border. I can tell your amber mat for board jam a band. A board a band a season in a bay. A board a puke a bay, and then again a bay. In a potinia jam tin go for a coin. Ima kind of Kutioga, Rantimit, right. And then again a bit tea, Kinokon Ditka, Obakala eye. The colonel with. I can't murder where Antonka or Chocolate. Yen pan bortina chiran bijaika chiran le bijaya chimo elu the editor pala na jamno wala barkadal chimni yuru la bakala god chiran le
Okay.
bijaya na chimo
Hey.
kayen pila kilo film ene yam pochen jamtin en ko idem ko bapin
Apa the red Jibril, thank you so much. Wamat point ben karo lual lual mokwe ujala Abram Madin Majak. Bakol in Abram just greet the audience and
No, here padre from Isaac, brother Isaac, which from Gabriel who wal and
magam ben
quite die. I think, yeah. So I think this topic is very interesting. When I saw a lot of show, a lot of people are doing a show, and I watched the video that the part of the kid. Um, and I think this thing is not government cannot be blamed on this. This is like it's not a government things. So what I hear a lot of people who know this person, the father of the kid, a lot of people they saying that the person is having a mental issue. So this is not an incident that he did. Like I had one of the person that would know him very well. Uh, he explained the story happened when they were in Nairus or in Kapoor, something like that. So he always this guy when he worked in the police, he always stop people on the road. Even if they find you guys are gathering around, and then he will come and stop you guys and have you guys and throw you and whatnot. So anyway, I will not be going back. But the reason why this story is very unique, Gabriel and Manuel and Isaac, is because did you play already the video or not yet? Because
not yet. I haven't played the video already. I need to just to round up first, and then if you agree to play the video first, and then we talk about it, I can do that. But if you talk and Lual talk, and then I play the video,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it would be good to play the video so we can have a real insight about what happened. But what I'm going to say here is this: the people use this story to prove their point about the war, that the Morley, they are now claiming that you see what the both to claim that they kidnapped their boys' children, but now the both people are selling their kids them. You see, this is what makes this story very unique. And this is the one that we need to condemn because this is a crime. I know that this person cannot, if he's a normal person, he cannot do such a thing to his own kid. And the kid are between 7 and 8 years old, So I think there is a misunderstanding here, and people took them out of context. So when this person complain, say, and you will hear in the video later, but people take this out of context. It's allowed. But yes, of course, his own word we will judge him. Okay. But this will be okay. So go ahead. So this is one of the things that we need. The reason why some of you say why let's say media doing this is because with story like this we need limit if it's true or not true, because this we are living 21st century. So human trade traffic is acceptable. So
All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
And we're working on the material. Material should be more safe than it. So, we are like, we are not young and young. We are not women. Restaurant, the thing all of an so, material, really more material, and you're not going to be.
Don't know this. Let's do this. I got a technical problem. Let me play it another.
No, me did tell you that. Me did tell you that. Okay. Yeah, really, you come did.
Yen kabar loina plate and abapan nyal the pay.
Carlo, Nike don't sura kai kabel. Okay.
And we're working on the material. Material should be
So everything.
so, we are like, we are not young and young. We are one woman. Restaurant, everything all of an so, material, really more material, and you're not going to be. Yes.
Isaac and the play background, but we back on the screen. You play from the inside.
All right. Okay.
And we're working on the material. Material should be more safe than it. So, we are like, we are not young and young. We are one woman. Restaurant, everything all of an so, material, really more material, and you're not going to be. Yes. Okay. Yang kita dulu yang kerana meni rani jalan. Main berapa? Uji betul mana dia main berapa? Yang ini dah ada. Jadi lagi. So jadi lagi. Jadi ini cuma ada di dalam lalu di nomor. Satu banyak. Dua kali. Oh, jadi baru ini Ismail. Okay. So ini ke sana kan? Okay, jadi nang biar jadi. Nang biar jadi. Ini dia mau nyata nih. Ini nyata posa. Okay. Untuk bicara. Undi dia jual dulu. Okay. Ini mah kira tinggi. Kan baru jual ada kita baru kira lalu kita media ini. Baca lalu tunggu mana daya nak kau berbicara. Itu ada lagi ini tak kena. Jangan lagi kelu. Kalau itu kelu. Ini pada jadi mai. Aywa. Suka kau berbicara jadi mai. So yung bala mi bor man chani mi bor yo yin mi rai ko lo bor mi ga che dola yi bor lo ni yo wa mi tente but bor ga mi te no wa chani ni ni ba le man ma ke yes yes okay no te ve ni tu le ma ke lo coi chim nó coi đây này cho cái món đó
Yes, I shopping and Flora. I think anong exaggeration on one left. Yes. You were on when on kadang war already no kwatarabia. Wo ga chuping na kadang de interview de ran bakan lejare de one mother jong ding ran luya interview betieto kwachirada ya birat panakim for the assessment bikan la charno kayen kabal kayo law into the judgment our brother lwal ache daj ban kwa che biet pinya reden bukan moy fursa bukan mot ku boping relaya and then we will analyze bugya dug ne audio ko bi wogya jamten.
We actually brother Isaac Gabriel and Madid. We actually mod. It can my pay and she will buy now topic meeting in. I believe something must be true. I can brand bumit ke jot bukala ajwe alif ya kan ko go ya pe ko chile burloy jimin role de chuping lekin there some reaction ko ga ke de but from what I understand from you guys is a point of view that this must be true kan balweltin ayok pandan ginup ba kaju jangot kalau ro pe kawon chile birut ban aloy I'm sure this is not the first time. Maybe there is some going on around. If we can investigate why this happened, that's actually is a child abuse. Sometime the children have a right to stay. You don't have a right. They can baka ajwe. Ata na chong ayi ni chingong in liberty del kok shan bamiet ku boko big ben yal in their dignity. So even bamiet yal jot bala ajwe kule dit kaman gana it will blame you in the future and the child will not be happy if the child going to find out that it will be insulted. That's called slavery. Ata ran chimeroy achil bamiet yal yen treat papa kayan achin gidi balwela pay I will let you guys just give us some more information with those evidence, like video kind of Canadian play. Longen tikalwel pana kima chakaping. We have to stop this, and to stop this, we have to indicate our people so that we are civilized nation now. We don't need to practice this kind of behaviors again. So the only things. That our people need to understand that poverty is everywhere. Pinumben ko yang ngong. Shin pan chiningong. Lakin na nga real shan ba crime, that's a crime ba loy shan ba loy no yan we kayan we actually the pay chu can be nyal I think there must be some help somewhere then ran le can ben tak beloy le bungi kana ashil broloy, and if our government is working effectively to protect its people and citizens, special children, this kind of act must be stopped. عشان بران بميت بكنيا جاتك even those are hoping عشان بيجاوا يميت that's not a true thing عشان بيجالو راني كله بيجاوا كيان we actually just pay two talking about and it's also I'm happy I got my little bit of time chilo
Uh,
again we are busy in Australia here sometime I can see you guys but I was busy then the time will be trick to me to join you but we are looking at kilwaika kan mahem chan ba wi jam ko wi bu koy da lek ngulo rut
Cho
and
Jim,
kayan an bu koy ten and ngor long time na ling ko ben martin sugar we actually
thank you so much. Lwal chale jare da ya. Ren asasan kebayan yal knecha chaka ngat be kulwer ren and father karachi na mit. Kunaye un mit bamandu kicha ben be yi bini baton ka man cha dier where man cha dier by ke a non connection when a dig nye ke mandu in a polity ka gop enya ibene bre kanyar che asa lu kanyar kina chucha go dead in western world and ke mit ke chong lui mashakil jarai me ke lo tijini ku bay tok jak ba jam man ran gop ke yin yug miskila ke un met ke man ka jam nga ka raj man yo gop lakin la sa muhabba betad up o jala le tifit fa ken kanka dia ka gacha force ba ben ba part of this show ko wel ka pa bin ko ben ma de ku bin ko jam wo jwitin kituen yen mit yen mo nche tie non dia kero ku ting no mit ka enyane ta forsa kwa chire ke yen chi jal bai nonge a chi mo nda bela tia kwen jam mit dong mu that's number 1 ke kang ro yen a janga chi ngongo mo salat ka jelen ka chadan ka lo panechol nairus go ja lo ke dan lamit majwe ke dia chol damana amana lo yana lo mit ala ke mok te nong natural ship ismail konyi na chi la dom ana weda che be ban lwel interview itana to rol de nya yi gal yen kam de ke konyi they have been doing some businesses kam kana konyi rote only these are skiri jadid and jiral jabal temera national security in a chol mo ber chi teu pin ran sikri ban screw up kuna le concluded jangal ke na wal mara bakan bradja loit nong yen akai kan loit when pidi I cannot kinya no ko no ranchel welona brother Jabril when jam galan a chilebe ngong ni kidi de cho wood bor ban it pal bor ban ke junubin ko pat non kidi when che jero ko guru ba jam na den kin chilebe ke cho human being ba mai chile baran mandu bala mai kulel dam man dien blog rir ke ko blog ka cham bi blog ka cham ke we bi ke yig zato is nothing ablo ka cham ko bla ko bi accommodated with needs until bil du ba wu ka chi ka yen yegi ba ka ja ba lum ba ka pay back ku jamiet ku nya do you see here man nong alaka kan en kan karo waja tatin either nong no mental problem ka bi ko ipana kim bi diagnose abu jam tin kunai nong businesses ken ko ke run already about this ka bi ko jam tin because kan is a child abuse in again also a humanity kwa chile bi obiet ko og junubin to yo bai panda bidik ku yugo buga ko wen bia ko pat wo dia ka karaj ache ke kum ko ka ke be geri ku ke jami ku bi ko chok buru chok pane ko jamtin ene pane cheng ku pan che ko jamtin a chero de cheng one mother madit wadu mat ba Jibril ba ben kan Jibril ta chen ya
I padani bajal that the man go. So yes, the chap ready they can put on the galwan. Mem historically, picture lo chimino work like 2 months or 3 months ago, picture ka loy that bora chilo bandari from other Malay land. Can be can kick a loy kick a look by Murray you see. And these things is shed a light, a negative light about the long part, but we got long where Murray love we got kidnapping. So if and this is a part of the issue that we need to condemn it. So this thing is not it cannot be condoned. Even can is so to ride with we can eat kind of the put a low that's kind of go the kid we have to condemn it too. Because something like this will never happen again. Because child abuse very if you work out you cannot in cold blood in cold blood run many outrage we all and then this is story because me I don't think so right so I very so can share a law or no you because that be a little bit difficult no ke ko ji kran kran idea mandari from relay kiri ko is still there should be accountability, brother. You quite and how this kind of came out. You know, this people are really because me open white fathers. Remember, Bala look like the way you can really affect all of us. More young, more young, but if you more young, man, more young. I care a lot today. At least, when I see you from among the year, commando to level of Gamland. Yes, I talk more young guy, more young, not lazy. He will make engine run by manually.
mi
So, the thing from all now, can you cut off? Column iron of lanting, you got a little, you check it out of tea, Pambra Ben. They're a low anything. Like in this story, when the crew you call Boko Bukolo, and damn to look around, you call the none kept one young. I think this story will be we got a lot of big deal. You can equal a lot of more late. I love Panbor, looking at him. Oh, I bought a come get I number late. After more late, I'll put getting Chicagalo Street. So that thing is critical. One young man, kind of check you can find both way. One young man, we have to condemn this story because it's not right. The welfare of children have to be protected. We all father and something this maybe boy be allocated to Sudan. Child trade is illegal and it's not acceptable in the country in South Sudan, even the country that we are in America. So that thing is illegal and it cannot be condemned. So kind of my final word. So even though an allegation, this allegation is not true, so we have to condemn it. So this something will never happen again long in the crown of European upon Ramlo the Chicago payment. So can you have Koitan? So some of them the real God. So yes, brother Mahmoud Munra here welcome. So a good conversation. I hope you like the conversation. Can Mahmoud so one is sort of kind of who you go on the Ari Mahmoud to join Makoda Pop. Me Panbo. Big Jamaican to be public, big war, people follow with orange. This story, big thing. Because all the what happened, I hear a lot of videos. Where the video so when I see all the collecting information, so alone, but you're always twisted. So kaya na iya pa bin bajar pa sa wala to.
All right. Welcome, Wamat Mauna, your Fadal. Welcome, Mot Kajaka, ko ba Jabilin Bija Ben Mawut Yok Mawut Kinapai Ben, where and one Tekan shop luggage. Mawut, welcome.
Yana pod weping and much.
In a pink pay.
Okay. Yana pet we chakamot we my brothers to on the Lake State Media. Kujola Lake State Media host executive coach on Yigalo every day which chakamot pay. You are doing good for our people. Yen and ben ke we jam chaka gol. Lakin all in all, I'm certified and I have listened to all of you. Ne jam we jam. What is the topic?
Mm.
And familiar with the topic, so I know nala jam can be jam that I know the topic. Kiyen balwel again and kema wood and muna yor. We were met my brothers. Kichuralo Juba. Cholna de noran chi yuk ke ke chimit ke akor be kagaj or ache kagaj kena korbe walk are looking at it very carefully. Na ye bear when you talk about this ka korbe are very objective. Kiyane, why do I say this? Kids kena chi walk or emit bor a chi walk show ye very upset a pay because in the history angeke ko we monjang na goti long barkazal la guti soya equatoria kakachi kaye murle kaloy angiran ben ke
Mm.
achiran ber activities behaviors kamurle unless iran jal pach somebody would just wake up today unless someone who want to make this one as a politic lekin iran win very objective with a clear mind without mixing the politics in bokene yen bekamata kini ke anybody alle bekene thing in a very clear lens panbor in the history wache mit ke koy kok ali utong woko wo monjang not even bor in monjang it is not our culture bu men randet book abducted kubaga no matter how chachok how no matter how chachok no achiro te loy to wo koy bor bezat is not our culture no matter how panda chiriak how many time how million of time it's not our culture it is not is our culture Here is Kichiran work dates in Kilorani Jonkule between greater between Pibor and Bor and Nuer and other neighboring communities against Murle. Here is what we understand in this case.
Mm.
Kukina bagaping dated in coming days, in coming months. The time has come. Kimurle ngi tikana da kaye kaloy for almost 200 years. It's coming to an end. Be ko deal nyuj pin ko ja be jam.
Mm.
Jam ben ko jam kene. They have to create a ground. They have to create a ground, something big ahulon. Big making their story strong. You can add no. Watch actually why me the wa pay a good cake borea. I me right. This was a creative move. Many lawyer can war. Carbal will talk my brother Gabriel Malok. I don't know when you said history kene Louis created Bena Kuma Rajgop. Many lawyer cannot war. Kawai Kobur. Our finger is not on the government at all. This is have nothing to do with the government. Government again. We are not blaming the government. Ran Louis could blame on this emulator. This was a make-up story. Number two, Kayana Lwela Nyakor Buya very objective. Yen Ranen Ran Nong Meet Kene. Erer Kene one of the first on in Nairus. Kuran Erer Kene Yen Nairus. Many 2014 yen na chilwel a chiben war chi jam immediate nyene chilwel ran kene go nang mikla num erer kene en so min ben jalo ne 2014 min nairus be jot good be jalo lo yitori yi ben jalo juba ran kene anong mental issue like you say earlier brother Madid, you can see this guy historic jam de ware keep shifting from one point to another. Kukacheno one of the person achiben forward kwa chilwel yen era nong mental issue. So kikarbalwel what I want to say. Tong wake away what metye toten all of you. All of us who are monjang. Not even monjang, other tinong era and loikichol child abduction. Which anyiku a one of the big practice in Murle. Achiran Louis condones. Nobody can condone that except Murle community. Yen ke yen loy. So to jam wogitene, and then we talk as if that Iran kene Iran again meet. Let us all back a little bit. because case kene a case da one Murle, and Murle want to create something so that they can present it when the time comes to talk, either international level or either in the level of South Sudan to le ko nyuj baden. Because kida one Murle, our issue with the Murle, we will sit down. We wake up ben where
Yeah.
other communities okay, we work, we what is the problem? So Murle
Okay.
want to create narratives so that they
All right.
can present it.
Ena pat ai in challenge ni ba ka dang ba da je chua de ko ba ko bu ka ba
So
moi forest.
yes, ke ban ka chetul. I think ko wo monjang, we monjang agorti ko ko to longe tinongen ke chirota loy. Ke wo you ya very careful bu kichir kene bu ku yang media nyen again right away ku bu be discuss. We have to find a way in work akana gathering the information fully because na lo jam or na la jam en ke non full detail de ke chiro loy. For example, anon ka jui chiro loy ku ka kan ke ting on Lake State media. For example, ana chino war a general chol biur ajo moiranum daytime daylight. I don't see chak benyal. It was very simple. Ko Lake State media ku ba discuss like this. Why ene ran chir kene yene nok daylight. Now it's something when very complicated come to one murlein ka chak bang right away ba discuss here. Did you bring this case where mojaranum daylight? Did you discuss it here? Did you
Yes.
find out why ene ran kene yene nok daylight like this?
About there.
Oh, wait, can I pull like that? I will let it go.
I will talk about that.
So, the way Lake State media, a chukur by one side, bagalum in this. Kubari, by one side story, and be wake at when in. And be wake talking about it. In my understanding, it looked like we
No,
are
no, no.
Murle, we are
Yeah,
Murle,
yeah,
I
Mauda.
can see that way. We
I
are Murle because of the way Jem Malognia is look like is protecting Murle.
no,
Okay,
no, no.
he's talking about hold on. He's talking about that na de kuma kene lui created bena kuma ya kuma yegudu makida ben.
Cái chả tức.
So don't case kene don't put yourself inside there. Thank you.
Isaac, let me go ahead. For Jobo. Let me go ahead. Thank you, brother Deng. Deng ayor. An mit po jam chin jam ne kito inom ko kicha de depend
Kan
oban.
mauna ya.
De dan
Mauna.
pianga dolapat. Tichina de ti jog jam dia. Kabadedi. Lana na chalwel kan a very complicated case. Ko very sensitive. Ni pirda yo jeng. Aikin ni arbi na gasho at a level of the state media without full information. Today the word jog jam de tuen. Yebga yin a chankian kirulwen ara po kankaro a chiro loy. Makir tiong. Emo indu. bori iza kanin na yayin ramu miska kuna da yadda makir ba dead group ko waji jam ko wajar ku jam jalab jam ko jeng ye miska ye ka lokadi no ga jika yok el mafru bi dedi tin makir jeng ti jogin to wala ca ja ye twan ka le langek miska ki twan ja do mo ko le da bi pir adong lokamuk ku jaka rer ka yi rinche baka ya chorinche can bi ganye yara na dit ke kuna no ko bo ko ke ni pir deni ka bi koni bi koin lo koin rat ko yin en bi ga do ga le aka ye jeng ye chen ban makere chi chen dan la kin makere scenario awu chen ran tio ye yulel an we na no health mentals yenin bor yenin chomol jabani ya chol ye ki mi do aj wala yen mi nok o jeng particularly rane mol kurir ba kamis ke ku da ki mi ku ka aj ko che makere na wara jimo de jeng ni en mo yogo do jay de ngayor ben a che na kuma ko che en community morley ko che en community bor e ku do na yoy ba dogi jam de to ngawul lana che wel izakar na ye jeme krana bu tolo waj ba de bulu ñu wet ci bi gam po like you now in when my jogina your finger your point to morley that cake I will be caught room ya kami the room gudiar ko wo je ci tak bi mi da wo na ye ti kami ja wo ku yi na pin ban do ci aje ka e mu bi la wo maka ba ko je wo scenario tele ide de makar tiyo ngi lo ready to akilo tuk rama mi da bi la cham ku le kanya matami ku jorot le ready to ku joban la jam ajo la jam ready to ken jon makir ban kwan chuk makir ke yi maktab bitan coordinator administration coordinator ajol ki ko yitin ko jamni ko bolis ana ji jam tan ana wuju mi dai makir jobi ram ko ku jol jam loy kene bara ke yiran ji puj ida ta United States amma di tirkin ya jala loy maktabi ku kane criminal case criminal act a ce ku ju jamade yo mu jol be lamat boli da ya go ban ka power da ku dam ku ka rasa dai kula ku ti ka to na le yo ga kire yidi kire na to good e jarima kirana shi da lib ku yi ga ku le diaba bi ke ku le diaba bitan jo bulo kodi bi charges ga bi kan fal kulum mit ku ton garawun yana ramba bi tin au le rawun en sha support yana musulun mit ya kwana
Yes,
ma we wa ko
that is the case. That is the case, my brother. Hold on.
ni ga go bar
We do kajal do
ni ga
kai.
go bar kona pin
Concord.
kona pin mugrat kora muk en ken anu wa dilwel lanu we wa ko jipoy kuna ya ko jipoy tinen kan kes number 2 mai kaya tarin jiyan to kiro kan loyon ko balwerin rane chol John Crow a jimi karo jot buka da radio to gara le ka gor kicham in said when you ka community jeng warba e to jeng from ko jeng ban o jeng to nile in river nile river no gon mala kale jeng abu chinu harda wa kiro ka nyong cham rana chok ban yuban kulel ku we chal ka rana ku jaka dog bai ku biting yoko nimra telefon de a chi ko radio banu ko ku kire ran lu tijuni lu juba tijuni a chi ko radio chi ka banu ko a chu le yoko nimra de una no support da ka bugam chirat ben loy a chi banu ko ye ba ko ji ka chi ka loy chi manu mu tiyo gwer chi le radio ku le jot ku ga ko jalo nyu ina chana lwel kan there is something behind a chi politicize a chi filming bilo ye film otherwise dilwel ana koy politin morley ami doy or dilwel ana kuma iri ko joga ne choken abanga ga man da biya la ai ko che kiro loy tarikh insani tarikh piri kiro loy that why I bring that point jabira ni chol ding de pot o che lwele en mundunu ma ba warte mo le te nuer yen bor rat bor completely ye twinde ku jen ka dukenke ku yen bor dum man bor kelbo dung ror a kelbo dung ror pat bi nyong chok uile man tiran ranto yelom man timu wara chalwen en bor ku chok lwel an an yiman de bi mukto kalbe yiti wala jan bim alle lwel an yega ni chan bana la kwan mai abu muk lillah ko jibo muk bi riop lan ban panden ye jeng der pa do ci jeng malakal aku ci jeng yen bar kadal alle beloy ko jilu gam anje ka kula la aje ke okay the way the central ya and the de organizing in a bi wadi na lin ding number 2 kira jipo kuira to United States as a minister after you bring up the good agenda that in all yom na yam ga bijam wa bunyi pi cinji marle wa bunyi pi ku bariya la point finger in marle they narrate a different way to way be luguti ke a ce sa ke yi de na yor kira liti kun bo ja ye full information e ki chiro loy ku jo nyodul ti bo janja yan kan ki bodi jami a joko jam ki bi jami ye yire joko nyodul ana jami ki bi jami kulu ngar nok ta fuzet ke no ngi ji kan ano ko jiwajin ren ke ka ga no ko ba yinde why community jen kan da bi tat bo si jun ku jen ka ki tiyo makir tiyo la ti ji lo rat e ma ye ke ko radio ke ga polo ko di polo community we ma ye ke ko radio e ke no juk el mizun ke da kuma ajan bi kuma bi yek less powerful bi lo ina kuma ya kuma cin nom cin ko jan ne jok ko jam bi do ai kana ci po gam kwana a ci po gam ire kan jamun kulu ala yan kana ci po bin da ga ju na ye le din kan bi ai zagluen modo bita da beje general bita police a ci ban jam tin lana ci agenda a ci bai o ba pol pala bai ku konduk ba information kan la lum tin luirat badak ba jaban la ko ji state media a ku ci o ku jam tin lana yen modo bita dola ku kana mozo ba dola ki jiga ka enale jeni ke ku criminal act a community criminal ko criminal one of criminal activities a community activities criminal although a criminal act can child support medano yide the kira mi the community ano yi boko jam tin na pir na ye ko jito win ko gachi jam lekin na pir ke o ga jam tin lana mi ko achi bi kra bi ka bi ka la ja na e kra do ene je ne joga lu lu
apa dare de Gabriel Latin challenge ni jobat chaka dungnim kin ke duktin wa mada ka ba lwel ten yini cha mo je fursa wanti dan ina baban maut parat pe wo organ ko mi bai ban kuleg state media wogachin boundary wogachin side akutekan kachat knya mention kana achu got ko achu gat be ko condemnation na lor page da contain member that if you like Lagos State media page ku lor thing you will get that thing chi ko got wa chi jam about it show when ke ku be loy because achi taw ku machine ikene tumi chi la de lwel jibril en ke chu ke pale long telen la ben kene mit kan yina non kang to bai panda bandani jeng long tui elwel galan ting tilwel ke karai ko pel kadang tilwel ke gamen ke ko kuna pel ke karai ko kumit ke ye wun mit ku jogi chir kini joro loy wo waki kana taking side we this few 4-5 days ke incident jiro tabloy we have been following up Kukulo kuten man brainstorming, and then we dig out the reality and to reach out because one can confuse ko rem for the rit gan me buka dai dude bilo kan ke lwet ne dul chala la kulo kan ke yi ne dul chala la kutu wi wogatin ben ko chen e chala la. That's the reason cha e chuo ben nyal live show ko bu bi jami na no evidence ke chuka collected jale anong video bitad murle kilo to arabi ko jala video in chuo ge ne uncle da in rane chol
Makir.
ye chol
Makir.
chol makir cha makir tiyo makir ton.
Makir ton, yes.
Yeah. So if we analyze jamde and one on the meat kujala the neighbors kukoi one career ke ye. This is where we can just pick up from there, but not to come and accuse. Then when chi kidang the baby kujam kala nguya kichir kanara loy na that thing kana anong fish thing a do be koi kam kabal kejim ba ana wamat kwan ke to pin ko ben ka ba ke mo furas ya wamata Dr. Deng Ding kujala wa brother also Don Largent apo ben man with you. Welcome to Lagos State Media Show. I think you have understood the conversation and the topic that we are discussing here. I'll come back to you. Mawood. Let me start with Dr. Deng Deng. You just came now, Lord. Dr. Deng, unmute yourself.
I will pass it on.
Okay.
I'll pass it on, and then I will come back later on.
All right, then let me give it back to Mawood to answer the clarification he had from Gabriel, and then we come back to you, Dollarjin.
Okay, thank you. I will since my brother Larjan is not he doesn't talk in Dinga, so I will switch to English so that you can understand. I don't know whether you talk Dinga. I don't think so. So let me switch to English.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, let's be fair. I want to be fair anyway, because he might not be. He might not understand some term in Dinka. So
yeah, you're right. You are right. Go ahead.
So yes, thank you for giving me this chance again, my brother. This issue, like I did say it, I did mention it earlier, that this issue, it needs a thorough investigation. It needs to be understand how did it happen. Like you just mentioned it earlier. Let me go to Malok. The father of these two children, before even they called the police, they didn't call the police. They lock him inside the house or whatever. Was it the office or Murle community or what it is? They lock him in before inviting the police or the government to involve in it. So they took hours talking with him without anybody help, without anybody except Murle community. After they finished with him, that is the time they invited other people. And then the handover was done right away. There was no question to be asked by even the police who were trying to get in the building were blocked to get in. So this make it so fishy, make it confused. If such a person was caught selling his own children, why right away the police from the government was not involved right away? What make it go to Murle community to be the one interrogating the man, and then the handover was done without any police or any official from the government in that meeting. So our suspicious is that they have told him something. So either it has been convinced to say exactly what they told him to say, or what it is. So that is why I was telling you earlier, instead of us to come and just talk here right away, we, the community of Bor, we have been going through a lot with Murle community. This is not new. And even Nuer in Jonglei, they are also a victim from Nuer, Jia, Anyuak, all the neighboring communities around Murle. Murle is trying to create the narratives, something that they can hold on when the time comes to talk. That is that is our, not even me, my own understanding is our understanding of Boer community right now, because this is a made up story, and we will present it that way. We will present it as a narrative. It's a false. Dinga don't sell their children. Nuer don't do it even either. So when I was listening to some of you, I feel kind of irritated, because I'm hearing some statements which are not in their the way it's supposed to be said. This has been our issue with Murle has been going on for over 200 years, and there is no day a Dinga man or Boer man ever caught selling a child to Murle. They make it up. They went to Ethiopia a couple years ago, abducted over 150 children. Are these narrative? Are these false that Murle can deny them? They went to Nuer a couple months ago, killing a lot of people, abducting children. Can they deny this? Did Boer community went there to Nuer? Did Boer community went to Ethiopia? Did Nuer ever come to Boer and abduct children? We know this. Unless someone is hiding behind Murle, want to defend this. So I'm not going to talk much, because I cannot just debate nonsense here.
All right. Okay. Just hang on. This is this is not the way the civilized people or how we can handle the community issues should be dealt with. With anger and irritations is not good. We are here to find the truth, deal with the truth, and inform the community who are confused down there of the running the social media, not only Lagos State. You have a lot of yes, sorry. The stories that this story has been running around in the social media, and I haven't seen the reaction, and we need to be very patient, and we talk reality. If you need to present your right or what the information you need to give out, please just calm down, be cool, don't react badly in that way. It will you will lose just will give you a different image. Let me just put it that way, and don't take us wrongly. Just be cool. Let me go to my brother Don Lorgin, and I will welcome. I have to welcome the newcomer as well, Gora Audio. Welcome to Lake State Media Show.
Okay. I just wanted to say hello to Isaac and our brother Gori, who have just come, Dr. Ding Ding, and brother Mawut Anyor and Gabriel. By the way, Mawut, you know, just to let you know, and a jam to Monjang. So the assumption that if they are nowhere does not mean that if you are nowhere you cannot speak Denka. That is one thing that I wanted to let you know. And most of the Red Army, whether they were in Tarpam or they were in Panindo, or they were in Dima or in Bonga, they were actually mixed up. So they don't live like the way right now most of the people are living. So they were kind of mixed, and that was the opportunity for many of the Red Army to speak languages.
Yep.
And that's why people learn the Denka and the Nuer. That's where I learned actually my Denka language. And I speak very fluent in Denka. So that's one thing I wanted to let you know. I want to greet the audience. My name is Balarjin, the leader of the UPSS Union Party of South Sudan. You know, very quick, I wanted to comment on this issue that has just happened. It is true, it's very new. Maybe we never heard about this, but I will not say that it does not exist, because some of our thing, we don't study things in our country. There's a lot of things that happen, they are not being questioned. So I'm not surprised actually for this thing actually to happen. But what we know, what we wanted to say, or what I actually wanted to say here is that, you know, that man, something like this happened to that man selling the kid, and they are saying they are his kid. You know, I will not actually agree with this. I think this guy, they are not his kid. Okay? Because culturally, you know, you may not sell, we have not heard about this. It's not very common. In Denka, in any tribe, near any tribe across South Sudan, that you sell. There is abduction. We heard about abduction before. People go and rape from others tribes. They take kid and they go and grew up in their country. But this kind of exchange, maybe in terms of marriage, we can say that there has been exchange. Even the Nuer themselves, you can marry a girl, exchange with cow, or you can in Denka, you can marry, you do that. Most of the minority will do that. But selling like male or that one, I have never heard about it. What I will say in this is that the kid might not be his, and because they are not his kid, he can actually use them maybe to gain what we call a ransom, something that he can use it for because of economic crisis in Juba. So he may actually think of selling them, because there is a market actually for human being. They call it human trafficking in terms of international arena.
I don't know what people are complaining about the sound. Your voice. I don't know why they say that voice is not till.
It looks like I'm very clear. Maybe
yeah,
I don't know.
It's clear to me here. I listen you carefully and very clearly. But there are some comments there. People say that the Lord echo. I think there is echo in your tune to them. Just go ahead.
Yeah,
Let's come to conclusion. Narrow.
Okay. Yeah, basically, you know, I will say these are not his kids.
there is some echo.
The other thing is that I wanted to say here is that, you know, there is family dysfunction, what we call, sometimes they call it mental health. This one is not researched in our community, in tribe across South Sudan. So sometimes some family, they might have a kind of mental health and mental problem. And because of mental problem, they can, somebody suffering from mental problem, he can do anything, including even suicide themselves. They can do anything for their bad thing about their family. So this is another way we can view it. The other thing is that is a karmic crisis in Juba right now. And that's why when we talk of Juba, you know, most of the people don't know what is happening in Juba. So Juba right now, people are starving. The only people that have something to eat are the politicians and people who are actually sharing power in Juba. But the common people, they are really suffering. They are struggling to put the food on the table, trying to eat what they can eat. If they go for 5 days or 2 days later, they become very angry and somebody can decide anything bad. So this is what is happening in Juba. And that's why, you know, something like this happen is because there is a weak government. You don't have a, you don't have a government because people are actually, they are weak in the country. The other thing is that, you know, when we don't have a skill, there is nothing that will help you if you don't have a skill. So anybody can exploit you. And that is why this kid, if they are 7 years old or 8 years old, this kid, if there is education in the country, they will have a skill even to defend themselves from any vulnerable, anything that can attack them. So they can speak up, even if their family actually trying to humiliate them. So this is because the country is lacking a lot of things. There's lack of food, lack of education, and the corruption itself in the country. So those are the things that I think there is an issue here.
Yeah.
Who is the next? Is it Dr. Dendi?
Oh, Gora, do you hear me?
Is Gora or Dr. Dendi?
Yeah,
No.
hearing you
Gora,
now. Thank you.
yeah.
It was actually before.
Yeah, Gora is from Murle, I believe. He can be the one who can give us also the best way. And we go ahead to our brother Deng Ding after we heard from him. Because this story is a mix. It's running in the social media in Arabic and in Dinka, not only Lake State media. To be surprised for those who want to condemn Lake State media. Brother Gora, go ahead.
No, let Dr. Deng go because I will be in there because he was there for a while. Yeah, let Dr. Deng to go. Yeah.
It's all right. Thank you so much. Dr. Deng.
That's fine. Go ahead. You know, I would be happy to be patient and listen to Gore if that's possible, because I want you to learn before I talk.
Okay, Rach.
Go ahead first before me, because I want to hear from him also. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, I agree to all of you. I agree to all of you. I agree the uncolleague state media and all comrades who are not here today too as well, like those from Madid and Peter Kenya and Bolmakur. I always attend the show. One of the participants as well. Well, to the viewers, the participants who are here, I greet you all.
Thank
Yes,
you.
this issue has popped up. Yeah, this issue has popped up a lot. And Brother Mawood, yes, I greet you. Thank you for coming and narrate the history to those who actually don't know what is going on. Let me have a little input of it. Actually, I come from the same area. So it is Bor in general, but in the area, the district, that's where that man having that allegation to Dr. Brother Ding Ding that need a clarification. Uh, I came from the same area. First of all, you see, we have to learn through the propaganda how it works and those who are behind it. What I mean of those who are behind it, there is what called guilt. Murle has been having this tension with us for long. Not only people from Bor, from Kobo, they're having issues from Anuak as well, and all the way to Jay. Murle have that kind of activities with them, especially child abduction. Coming to what is now pop up to dominate the media all across South Sudan and those who are here in diaspora. This allegation, it came as a guilt to that community of Murle, and they want to make an justification for it. The guy, to be honest with you, the guy is a colleague to Sultan, to the general. He was a general, Ismail Konya. They were friends in the bush, and the guy was a military too. He's a ranking guy, Makir. Makir also married to Taposa. Those kids, their mother is from Taposa, and Makir was assigned to Taposa area. He was in Nairut, and also he was there in Capoeira, in the city too as well. So Makir, when he came with this kid in 2014 to Juba, Makir has lost his post because he having a mental issues and things like that. Uh, but what happened behind? He left the wife. He have two wives. He have a Dinka woman and then the Taposa girl. So these kids they belong to the Taposa. These are the kids for the second wife. There in Capoeira, there is an allegation that this man ran away with the kid. So the woman there had no mood, or the whole family of that woman, they said that my kid has run away with my kid. That was a drama there behind Makir. Makir, when he was in Juba, he had no job, he had nothing, but he knows Konyi. He's been with Konyi for long. He's a colleague to Konyi. So what the people, what they did, the Murle, not just only there was allegation saying he was caught by the police. If you put that in perspective, what police? Are Murle are police in Jubek City? Are they the one that has been signed in Konyo to go and see who is selling the kid in Konyo there? What is their jurisdiction there in Konyo? In Konyo, and there is a federal police and there is a state police within Juba. So how come these people are the one that have to police whoever that doing those kind of activity in the capital of Juba? Uh, am I with you guys or what? Hello.
Yeah, we are
Oh,
with you. We're hearing you. I'm putting in a
okay.
loud screen. So
Oh,
you.
all right.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. So in that case, there is no point that the officer, as a Murle, will approach the authority saying, oh, I caught somebody selling his kid in the market. But the issue was, the reality was, this guy went to the compound of this general, of Ismail Konyi, as a colleague. And before that, there was arrangement of the vehicle that they had to travel all the way to Capoeira. So the guy was waiting, those officers, especially those who were assigned into that area. He was going to give the kid to the mom, as an allegation was concerning that he ran away with the kid to Juba. But that was not true. So the guy, there was an agreement within there in the place that he's going to Capoeira with some guy there. Now Murle themselves, as they has been doing this shameful business all along, abduction. Now one of the guy from the office there, this is the guy who report the case to Jubik, saying that you caught the guy in the Konyo Konyo. How did you caught the guy in the Konyo Konyo while the guy is here with the general in the compound of Ismail Konyo? So this is a make-up story. This is a make-up story. You were there in Juba for, even though you put into this perspective, the man he has in his own, even his own brother and cousin here in the United States. Could that the level of poverty will get into that level until the man who have a relative in his state here can never reach to the level that he can even go and sell his kid? I think this is unacceptable. It is not true. But Murle wanted to make what? They want to make a documentary. They wanted to put it into the way that the world or other people who don't even know want to put it into that perspective that, oh, more people, they participate into this chain, into this market or business and things like that. I think maybe one of you has came across the video I made this week. And I made it in Tongmonjang anyway, so maybe those they didn't listen to it.
Yes,
I
yes.
make a reference to what in 1997, there was an organization called Christian Solidarity International. That organization was operating in northern Barkazal because of Maral, the abducted kid, and all this. So there was a redeeming incentive that they have to be given to them if there was a ground people that was working. And if they find that the Maral have this kid, people will go with the money to go and relieve that kid. What Maral did on that situation, they make a video saying that, oh, we don't go to Monjang, we don't go to Dinka and renting their kid. What they do, they sell their kid. Well, they make a video, the dope a guy, and then they counted the money to him. And there was some kid there standing with that fellow. What I don't know is that kid or somebody, they make up history. They shoot a film, they make a video, and they send that video to Geneva. And that video had become a problem. Even CSI was kicked out by the SPLA, saying that, yeah. So, all right. So, all right. Thank you. Why I bring that one? Yes, I will finish here. Yes, for my conclusion, why I brought that one to have a link with that. It is the guilt that Maral used to do. The same, the guilt of Murle. What to do here? They want to shy themselves. They feel ashamed for that. So they want to do anything that will be contradicted or to be contradictory to their activities. So this thing was done purposely to tarnish or to say that these Dinkas, they sell their kid to us. It's not that we abduct their kid, we abduct their children. So that's how this line came along. But actually, there is no fundamental onto this. There is no truth onto this that a sound human being can digest this. Apart from being insulting to the communities or to the Dinka in general, or even to people of Upper Nile in general, because this issue of overlay is not just only Boer who are suffering from this brutality, including some from Eastern Equatoria too as well, from Tergege Madi too as well. and then Jay and Anyuak and people of Akobo too as well. So this case is a diverting of what they used to do. So thank you. I have to stop there. But the realities has to remain there. The guy knew the general, Ismail Konyi, and Ismail Konyi is a well-known guy. It's known by a lot of people who were in the bush. He's one of the people that who fought with us for long. Yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you very much. And that is what I have to put there as a
Thank
little
you.
bit
Thank you
of.
so much. I appreciate your word,
Oh,
Resh, brother W. Resh. You put it. That's why we are here, to look into the other side of the coin. Whoever who knows the back stories, or you got other information, or you know what has happened, you just bring it out to help those who are stressing. It's not us here only. There are people down there who are stressing of what has happened, of seeing this running in the social media. We don't like it, and we need the truth. So thank you so much. I appreciate the narration you have played here is absolutely welcome, and I like that. Thank you. I have to go to Brother Gora. Gora, please, I've been trying to listen from your.
Isaac,
You are from
Isaac, can I point out something here from Ray?
Dolorian, you took you are a party leader, and yours always is just focusing to the major South Sudan, the government. But what we are talking here is just between the communities, the neighboring communities. And
Yeah. I just wanted to point out something from Ray. What this guy has just narrated. You know, one thing we know.
Salva Kiir must go. The government has done this and all these things.
Oh no, I'm not talking about government. I'm not talking about government.
It has taken your time until you drop
what I say,
network.
that's what you want to listen.
Let we listen.
What is the right word?
Hang on.
That is what
All of you just stop. Let me mute all of you. What I'm doing.
I'm leaving.
You will come back. Just hang on. Yeah, those who haven't yet spoken, since they have been here and they've been patient, we have to give chances. We cannot repeat ourselves and the other brothers of ours. We don't know the truth they have or what they have in their heart. So let's just be sharing their opportunities. Gora, unmute yourself.
Yep. You're hearing me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay. Thank you very much, like I said, media, and thank you for your guests and viewers. Good evening over there, and good afternoon and good morning in Africa. Yeah. Thank you very much for bringing this this type of this discussion. Yes. Yes, it's something actually we as South Sudanese community in general, actually, we should actually concern what something happened in our part. We should bring it as something that actually can help people back home, or we in Western nation also can actually understand what is going on back home. Yeah. Yeah, for the issue, actually, what is happening a few days ago, I have, like I said, I am from Greater Bibor administration area. Yeah. Yes, is something everyone actually heard on the social media, actually. As a South Sudan in general, Greater Bibor is not individual part of not belong to South Sudan. It's belong to South Sudan, and everything can concern South Sudan also will concern Greater Bibor in general. For those who are actually saying this media make it up by authority of Murle, Murle have done authority alone. It's a government, representative of the government of South Sudan. So if something happened in the nation, so that actually they can contribute, they can say. So the social media also will not be controlled by Murle. No, this is actually absolutely I condemn it. It's something we should actually do something clearly and awfully. So we said in the media, in media of the state belong to nation. So something can something happen so that they can send to the national government, and national government will tell the people, and people will hear like we can hear here. So like I'm not actually going to say much deeper or what is happening. As we said, as individual person, okay, Like many you have been saying many years ago, Murle are the one actually adopting children and so on, so on, so on. Like my brother Mot saying before. So in the world, actually, we will not actually against community. Even we say last time, we don't, other part always don't say always concerning about Murle are the one actually adopting the children. No, we should say individual. Every person individual as a community from any part is individual. A done something. We will say this part is come from Jongole, it's come from Greda Bibor, it come from Will, it come from where as individual. But we will not saying all the type of the community. That actually which is something we actually were concerning about it, and we actually were condemning a lot many times. For about the issue, what happening, like most of you saying now, yes, let the government actually, let the government investigate. So what happened there? There is a chief of the Greater Bibor administration. He was in office. So how come actually they will come to say this Murle issue? That's something concern of South Sudan, and then that what happened from office of Greater Bibor and then send it out to national government, and the national government they brought the media outside. It's not actually something they said is in the camp of Ismail. Ismail Konyi is individual person. Actually, is not actually currently is working in government of Greater Bibor, but he's a major in the army, so it's not something to do with him. So what we have to say, my brother, sister, is something individual. Let us investigate that as individual person. We will not actually all the Boer community doing this one. So if something happened, so let us investigate. If like Dr. said before, is this really, if you are a child, why are you going to sell your child? Is this person indeed, is this his children, or he can borrow somewhere and then he need to make it up of his story, like some of you say that. So in the hint, let us actually to investigate what is going, because many years, many of you that always condemning Murle are the one doing these things. But there is also issue now. Let us actually to investigate to see in the hint, this person who most of you said now is in army, in the police. How come someone in a police also can do this such as behavior? Or he can make a story to the nation, or maybe something, So we can't blame one side. As let us just focusing one community and one people. Any individual can do something that should be done it as an individual person, not for all community. I myself, I cannot condemn all the Boer. They said all the Boer. No, this person individual. Let the government focusing what is actually done this something wrong. For example, one of you said before, traffic of human, it is internationally. It's not something one side currently. Even we in South Sudan also, we haven't have this for many years. For example, when Mohammed Ali Bashir came to Sudan in 1924, what he was doing? He was not selling people in all South Sudan. Those who have been in Egypt now, both African who went to Western and all there, who brought them, this Arab, they come to sell people from Africa and send it to Western nation. So that is human traffic, something happened. So, but we will not say those, because Isaac from Lake said all the Lake State are the one actually selling people. No, that individual person actually should be condemned. And then that's why we actually focus, we should actually follow up and discuss. So we actually been tied a lot from those accusation, where there is a people who were educated. Yesterday, you see what actually crossover was an interview with Philip Aguer and Judy Bayori, which is from our side. They discuss this. Sometimes is a politician are the one making this issue, that to make the people in the area to fight. Aguer himself, what he said, he said, I watched the video, he said, when he was working with Yao Yao, last time I said to you, they make a peace agreement between this state to have border police. And that was actually a good time. So, but what brought this thing is, and views back, that actually won the peace agreement and been signed, and that this thing is actually come actually and make the area again, and people start fighting each other. So let us actually focusing about our politician and those who are actually doing things. But any individual, as we said, if this person now is a major in the police, and then he went to sell his son, how do you think about the ordinary person what can he do? So that we actually need to focus on an individual person, not in all society. Thank you, Isaac, and your viewer. So that actually let us follow as the government actually will in the end, we'll see what actually that the result. But we will not say that authorization for the Murle authorization. Actually, the Murle don't have any system authorization in South Sudan. It's a part of South Sudan, and that actually something happen will concern South Sudan, will concern Greater Bibor administration area. Thank you very much. If any question later on, actually I can able to ask again.
Thank you so much, Cora. That's the way we need to discuss the things anyway. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Gabriel, you said that you want to leave the panel. I will unmute you and just go ahead. And before, okay, after that, I will go to those who haven't yet spoken and they have been here listening. I think they have learned a lot.
Okay. Thank you, Isaac. I would like to go back a bit with everyone was switching to the best language he can send his message, or he can clear to the people. Like I will switch back to the Arabic. A lot of people are speaking English, but we have also a part of Dinga even that are not speaking English in our home country. شكرا Isaac. أنا برجع كلامي ده لو في زول ما بيعرف بيسمع عربي كويس خليه يفتح أذانه وممكن يعملوا translation online عشان تعملوا translate or later on I can interpret what I mean about that word. شكرا غوري دكتور ديندين إخواني كل الموجودين في الاستديو أنا بشكركم باسم ربنا. أنا قبل لما كنت بتكلم ايزاك وأضاف في ليج ستيت ميديا نحن قلنا الموضوع دي لا يحتاج للنقاش وإلا بعد وصول على الجذور. أنا أول معلومة سميته لم يذكر الآن أمبسدا كيف ولين قدال ديفيد مجور
is mute. He can't hear you.
All right. David,
yeah,
Amori Jamuz. Ben.
Ambassador, do you hear us?
Hello.
Aye, Jamuz.
Yeah, but there is an echo. There is an echo on the sound. I don't know.
All right, then I will mute myself. Yes, go ahead.
أجمعنا وأبجا بجام كوفانتين لا. ليه أنا قلت الكلام ده؟ عشان أول جذوره لم يذكر فيكم كلكم المتعززين لم يذكر كيف بدأ الحادث بتاع بيع والآن يظهر هنا باقي الناس يعرف خلفية بتاع مكرتون. مكرتون قال ذهب إلى الاستديو بتاع راديو مراية لكي يبحث عن شخص الذي يبيع أبنائه أو يباعه يعني عشان يشتري له أولاده. لم يذكر ليه كيف الموضوع دي من قبل قاعد يعني الرون كشران يبين يال يعني تلا بوليس لين يقتين بان ما تيجي بيلا كم كونيا كجولا يصير لا يشرا جلا يقتوك أتناك جن لبان ده تجينا يلا يوك فلسطين يجي مرلجا لجامين أبو كواج لوكو كوردينيت الأوفيس بكون is that one scenario. That's why now I was happy with the clarification بتاع Drake. رأيي were clear a bit. يعني كان جامون موضوع ده لا يحتاج للنقاش. نحن there is no need to discuss this sensitive point unless we find the whole information how the scenario was started. But really it was an individual. Makir now was become have a lot of information. ضابط في مجموعة بتاع إسماعيل كوجي ضابط بوليس ضابط جيش وبايع بتاع الأطفال وصديق لإسماعيل كوجي إصبح إن الشخص دي ما عنده هوية ثابت ما عنده رياليتي ايدنتيفيكيشن عشان الناس يقدر يثبتوا واحتمال لنا الأطفال دي أنا بوافق مع النظرية اللي بقول لو ما دي ان ايه بتوع بازو أنا ممكن أتفق إنه يال ده ما ياله الولدوا لا يولو يال الولدوا قلبه ما بيسمع عشان يباس عشان يدخل نفسه بمشكلة زي ده. عشان كده أنا اتفقت مع الشخصين تفسيرين بتاع ريج وبتاع غورو في الآخر. فياسفني شديد على أساس إنه النقاش من السام نفسه إنه عليما في العلم ولا يصل إلى الجوهية أو إلى الوصول فإن علمه لا ينفع ولا ينفع الدنيا. دي آخر كلام الناس كان بيقولوه. فلان العلم النور زي ما بقول العرب بقول العلم بالنور. فوج يلبنم عشان بيجي wisdom أكيد نلقى كجران. وربما 10 master degrees or 10 PhD baka kwen ku yin yi akela tawde de bal mana yin etin ngodi kay poy fanana u could be kanten e bi akan ba barjam o ko ci poy ku ba yi yok ku bi kan bi baydu ku bi liyo mujtamai فانا عايزك ما بتولى دي سي انا بجيب في النقطه دي عشان كده قبل انا قلت انا لا اريد مشاركه النقاش في هذا اجنده لانه اجنده خلفيه اساسا
مشكورا
بعد
جدا.
شويه لما الناس يوسخ الناس وفي الاخر في ناس بيقولوا there is no need to debate with senseless ما في
شكرا
داعي لشتايم
شكرا
ما
شكرا
قلنا
جدا.
جايين نقارن يعني مستويات علميه او نحن في اكاديميه we are not in academic class academic.
كلام
We are
جميل.
debating in the studio as a community to come together to look forward. How can we stop this act at Bakir عشان ما
خلاص
يحصل تاني في community بتاعنا عشان ما يدخل المشكله بين الجيران. ما في زول قال انه مورلي ما بيعمل، مورلي بيعمل yes, but we need this to be separate incident because
كلام.
قبل كده مورلي ما بيمشي بيسري. مورلي كان بيجي بيسال بقول يا اخوان انا يشتري ريال اصلا مورلي ما سال ريال قال ريال ده للبيع. مورلي ما سال اي زول في جوبا انتوا دارين تبيعوا ريال ده يمكن بيسرقوا معلش لكن ما قاعد يسال دارين تبيعوا ريال. وانا يا سيدي الجديد لا نعود واكرر نفس الكلام.
شكرا شكرا جزيلا.
من جرح شعوره فعلى حسب علمه ونيته.
خلاص
كان
جميل.
يكون امالكم بيضاء فنناقش بالخصوص
الزمن
الوسيله دي الواحده. انا بجيب على هنا.
ولا شكرا جزيلا جبريل. ولا
وده أنينا دارين يا جابرييل ده كلام مثلا لأنه في القانون بقول المتهم بريء حتى يتم إدانته. فأنا لما ونيجي نتام زول وما في أدلة وده ما بدي علاقة اجتماعية في المنطقة. فأساس زي ما أنا قلت قبل ده النائب الرئيس الإدارية بيقول موجود هو زاد ما سرد نفسه في التلفزيون بتاع جنوب السودان وما سرد نفسه. فده وسائل الإعلام بيتكلم فكيف نحن ندين طوالي نقول فلازم نشوف الزول ده في النهاية نشوف إدانته هول سي ده أطفاله ولا ممكن سرق من المنطقة ده يجي يلخبطها في الأشياء. فالمتهم البريء لقاعد يتمادى. فإذا أنا نقول يا إخوانا في الجنجولة نحن كل الأخوان لازم نحن دائما نشتغل بطريقة الأصل بدينا إلى إخلاص ومش اتهامات وفتن في المجتمع. يعني زي ما أنت قلت حتى لو أنت خريج في جامعة ومستوياتك زاد وخريج وما بتيجي توري حاجة الواقع وتعليمك ده كان شنو يعني ما أنت مشيت على فاضي. فهذا نحن لازم نوقع وياك المثقفين نوقع كنا مثقفين نكلموا أدلة واقع بأنه يتم بطريقة بعدك نتم. فإسماعيل والناس بكلموا بيقول بيبور عنده أنا ما جاي أنا يس ده كلام صح لكن ما زي ما قبل في الناس بيقولوا هنا بيبور عنده اوتورايزيشن براو. بيبور ما عنده اوتورايزيشن. نفس الدستور بتاع جنوب السودان هسه اي في زول بدي هسه الناس جريده بيبور بدو الدستور مش بيجي للسلف فكر له عينهم يكونوا ولا مش بيجي بالف قدام الرئيس الجمهوريه. ايه حكومتنا حكومه جريده بيبور عنده حكومه بتاعه خاص. شكرا.
خلاص كويس شكرا.
انا ما عايز يكون نقاش بينهم نفرين.
I'm leaving
10 نفر وفينا باقي الناس عايزين عشان يدخلوا زاد في الموضوع دي لكن ما عندهم الفرص. وشكرا جزيلا كلا تكون توقف بخادي. I thank you so much guys. نرجع for those who have been here. I have to welcome the new arrivals. Benjamin Akol, welcome to Lagos State Media, and also our brother Majungri Aladel, Ruben Manyang Madur Coach, welcome to Lagos State Media as well. Dolorgens will come back to you. Always unmute yourself when you come in. We need to give chances to those who haven't yet spoken. We need something to diffuse, not to diffuse. It's something like that. So Benjamin Akol, come in. Greet the.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you for welcoming me. And I also would love to greet all my colleagues here on the show, and then all the audience that are watching this show. Yes, I have been following this trend, and I made a call myself. I made a little research, and I don't know what other speakers talk about already, especially Reg, who came from that community. What I heard about is that the general, the guy who tried to sell his kid is a general in the military, and he was transferred to be a police, and he's working in Torit, Equatoria, and he have two wives. One wife is from Bor, and the wife who have this kid is from Tapoda, and they both drink and clashes for a long time, and they separate. The Tapoda lady left. And I heard that in their marriage, one kid died in their, relationship, because they used to drink and fight, according to the source that I get the information, until one kid died. And then he took this kid to Uganda, to one of his relatives. And then he went there and brought kid backs from that relative in Uganda and brought them to Juba and tried to sell them, And I don't know how Ray talk about that. This guy is a military general, and then he's known, and he's stationed in Torit, and he's working with the government. How did he end up in Juba selling those kids? And I don't know how. What is the explanation here from one who is coming from his side? Because I heard that the first wife, who is from Bor, is in Kenya. The general himself took that wife to Kenya with the children from that mother, but the children that are on the market that were caught in Juba were from a Tapoda lady, and he divorced with that lady. So the story here, people are trying to defend it, saying that this guy is mentally sick, he's a drunkard, he's brain damaged, and all. Those could be reasons that can be used, but this is a crime. We have so many kids that lost in Juba, actually. And to me, this is a crime if people don't talk about it and don't stop it, and then we allowed other people to engage in such a deal, then it will go to other communities, and we will lose children unholy like that. And I think it is a sensitive thing, and people who are related to this person take it as a serious sometimes and a sensitive thing that if you talk about it, you will be viewed as if you are against certain people. But it is individual, and it is true. We have to talk about it. To me, this is true story. I don't know how some people are denying it here. So this is a true story that we South Sudan has to address. Because that Murle, they know that the peace going on between the Jonglei communities about Murle stealing children, and people go there and fight them, and Murle claiming that some people sell kids to us and then they come back and say my child is stolen. It is a crime that is now having a committee which is led by one Iga to work among the communities to bring peace into our community, so that we don't do that. And then from this guy here, there are people who have done what he did before. I don't know how Ray talk about it. And thank you. I need clarification from Ray.
Thank you so much. Ray shed some light in his speech was really very good to me. You have really spoke clearly.
Can I intervene, Isaac, on the issue raised by Benjamin Akol?
The message, the question was going direct to Ray, Lord James. I think Ray should be the one to answer, because if he has left behind some information, he has to throw it in. What we are here, we just need to analyze and dig in, and we find a solution, and we help each other, because it's something is for all of us, not for individual.
Yeah, it seems, but it seems like we have a lot of information right now. So what we need is just to analyze it and put we can conclude.
The bad thing with you, Lorgen, if you are told that you have to wait, you always jump in, you unmute yourself, and you just need to snatch things.
No. Okay, just go ahead and give it to.
That's good.
Thank you, Isaac, and to brother Benjamin. Yes, as you come up with your research, you say you made a lot of call, some attempt of call or whatever, and you mentioned that you took the kid to Uganda and from Uganda to Juba. To be specific, I don't want to go that lengthy and things like that. You mentioned the first wife is in Kenya. If you can even your own common sense, someone who have that ability to took the first wife to Kenya, and that woman is living somewhere in Kenya, could you be reasonable? Could you conclude that this man has a property that he can even sell his kid? Also, is a ranking officer in the SPLA. Could you also suggesting that this guy can even sell his kid? All with that due respect as a military guy, as a ranking officer. It's not into it. Actually, he was posed in Pechala. I mean, interpose land. What they call it? Not to read. Yeah, Nairobi was forced in Nairobi. He was forced in two places. But the problem here, you denoted, his friendship and as a comrade, as somebody who was working before with Ismail Konyi. So they've been together with Ismail Konyi for years. Also, the man brought this kid in 2014. They were in Juba, sin, until there was a complaining back home there from his wife, saying the guy has disappeared with my kid, and he need the kid to go with him. There are those in Kapoet, and also those in the compound of Ismail Konyi. Is one of the officers that was supposed to go with him. He's the one that went to the authority of Pibor administration, and the administration of Pibor message the government of Juba. So there is a thing here that somehow is not connected. The guy actually was seeking the transportation. They were going to where he was being posed, where he will go and put his kid there, where he was working actually, where he was working before, because actually now he's not in duty, he's not in charge. So that is the process. The guy was not selling the kid. How come the kid? How come the man has been able to come to the compound? He was in the compound, and how did he move? Why do they move him from there to the compound? Instead, they can even arrested him there. Why do they bring him to Ismail compound? Why should they not have been reported to the government? What is the relation? What is the connection here? If there was not a setup.
All right.
So it is for your doubt. That's what I just want to give you that.
Thank you. Answer. You, Benjamin, you will not jump in because this is not the two people conversation. We have a lot of panels here. The person who will come in now will be Lorgen, and that will go around to those who haven't yet spoken and those who have been listening. They can just come and drop some words. Yeah, Lorgen, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to greet you guys again. I was here before. Yeah, quickly, right now I just wanted to connect the dot. Before I was thinking in theoretical, but I think now it is clear we don't have to use theory to talk about this, because there is a reality here. Even though the side of the mother is not yet heard. If there is somebody from the mother side, will be good. But now there is a dot here. So the issue here, what I think now, is that the general was transferred to Juba to actually for the new assignment as a police. Now, what is happening if there is a divorce from his second wife, who is a Taposa, and then his first wife, maybe the Denka, is still there. So what is happening here is this, in our culture, usually if you divorce a woman across South Sudan, if you divorce a woman and the kid are younger, maybe age less than 7, usually they go with their mom. If the kid actually grow up and be maybe 8 from 7 years upward, then the kid, they go with the father, but the father has to actually to pay something. This is a traditional way of dealing with the boss and with the kid in the South Sudanese culture, Nuer and Denka. Now, this guy, what I'm thinking now, this is not a selling. That is what I wanted our people to know now. What is happening in Juba now is not a selling of kid. What is happening is that the guy, because he is in authority, he went and actually took the kid, but not using the cultural ways of how you can convene the mother side of the family and take your kid peacefully. He did not do that. So he took the kid, then the mother is still has that kind of way of he need her kid and the way how divorce can be done right. So now the mother and his family, I think they are pursuing about this kid. And when they find out in Juba, so they are using Ismail Konyi. You know, Ismail Konyi has been a general, has been a very militia, and he has been a history of South Sudan for a long time. When I was in Sudan, I was working with a lot of militia who were working with Khartoum, and Ismail Konyi is one of them. So Ismail Konyi can be used by anybody because he's influential in Juba. So what happened? The mother and the family of the mother, they are using Ismail Konyi to convince this general about the kid. And what happened, I think, might be, you know, when you convince someone in South Sudanese culture, there must be maybe tea or coffee or something like that of that sort, so that talk can go. So what is happening, I think, after they convene the man, now those guys who are evil doers, they are using that money that was used to consider as a self. This is what I wanted our people to take from here. So there's no anything about the self. You know, South Sudan is the problem. They are not honest. That is what is killing our people. When we are honest, the time we will become honest in our traditional culture, we will actually defeat a lot of this crisis, and we will not have crisis. What we want is to be honest, even if there is crime, and we are not honest, we cannot even deal the crime itself. It will kill us because we will be divided. But if we are honest, we will always figure out and solve a lot of problems. So what I'm saying now, you know, we have known now. I have figured out the problem. So what we need to do now, especially the lake media, is to speak about it, so that to bring in a lot of side that is not heard, bring them in. You can even run this for a week so that we can talk about it and then we can figure out. So thank you very much. God bless you. I will just stop here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Brother Dr. Deng Ding, you have been silent, been giving out the positions. Are you ready to talk, or we go ahead to other people as well? Because Benjamin, who throw the question to Brother Reg, has already answered, and he has been raising his hand.
No. Ray did not answer. I didn't finish. I was asking Ray so that he come up
no,
with the
I
answer
don't
and
need
then
this
finish
one
my
to be like personal things or yeah.
No, it's not
because
personal.
you asked your question and Reg answered the way he has answered it. It is not satisfaction to you. Just then hold on and you come back after Dr. Deng Ding for full clarification what you were reserving before you ask the question. You just drop it on the floor. Everybody has to listen to it. Thank you. Dr. Deng Ding, go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, the host and the people on the panels and the viewers. I am going to look this case in two ways. Way number one, I listened to entire video or presentation Makir Thon spoke when he was investigated in Juba, was the president of the police. So I'm not going to take the social media or people ideas and all of that kind of story. So Makir said something very clear, And I think that probably most people had problem because of Arabic. We speak in Arabic, by the way. Okay. Makir had explained his conditions. His condition being tapped, he had no income, he had no salaries, he has nothing to take his children from where he's supposed to take them. So, and he actually admitted that he asked someone, okay, if someone can pay him 2,000 to go where he was going, and when he come back, then he would pay that money and the kid will be taken to him. So that is all his own words in that presentation. So here is the point. On the other side of the coin, the people who know him absolutely fell out that Makir has mental problem. Okay, and you can figure it out that when somebody is going through a lot of situations, you get stressed. And when you get stressed, you have kids in your hands, they don't have anything to eat. You can think of anything on your mind. You can think of anything that can save your kids. Okay, so since then, Makir actually has been considered having mental problem, and he thought what he was supposed to do was the right thing for him to loan the kids. In other words, that's a loan, not even a sell. Okay, so that was misinterpreted that he was actually selling the kit, and which actually he denied. He said, "No, I was not selling my kit. I was actually asking someone." Okay, which in other words is not selling, but it's maybe taking loans to go where he was going, and then we come back, he would take back his kit. So that point is very clear from his side. Now, seeing that he has a mental issue, also we have to consider that. Seeing that we also have economic issues, we have to consider that. Now, my point here is, instead we actually talking about it, discussing in details, it will go beyond our control, and this is a family issue. For example, the Ngabor community may not feel comfortable. The way it's going to be presented, the way we are going to present our own ideas on the social media here. Okay, like now, when I have been listening to all these people that spoke before, everybody has a different idea, different background. That means now we have a mix of collection here, and we're not going to find a solution. For this matter, I would suggest that let's leave this topic, up to when it is clearly understood, and then we'll talk about next time. Otherwise, if we keep talking about it and the clear information is not out yet, so it's going to actually exaggerate the whole thing, and this is going to come between one point and the other point and the other point. There have been so many theoretical concepts. Even Mule himself denied. They say that in the past, the Gabor used to sell, used to bring the kids to our community. We buy them. So those are concepts. This is what we call theoretical concepts. There are no evidence. Okay, they might be true, they might not be true. So to me, my suggestion is, instead that we have a conflict information, even of his own, even Makir himself, he has even a conflict information from two type of speaking. Then why don't we just let it be? Instead of talking about it, and then we'll go out of our hands. Let's just be right now, to the level of the family, and let's find out the truth. And then later on in the future, we can talk about it, because we really need to talk about child adoption. That's not a good thing to happen. Okay, instead we just focus right now on Makir issue right here. It's going to actually provoke others, and we're going to it's going to get out of the hand. For example, if I have to ask question for example from Gore, a question maybe another question, answer a question, maybe from Mahuda, it's going to be a question and a question, and here we leave out the topic. We're going to go out of the topic here. We're going to go out of even the important point. So to me, my suggestion is let's leave it up right for now, because even Makir himself, I was listening to other video that was made, by Janko. There was another interview. So he also denied that. So in this case, let's not just take it as our property to talk about for now. I would suggest that please let's leave it, and then let's actually go and do clear research, so that when we have that clear research, we'll come back and talk about it, because we need to stop that case when we have clear research. Otherwise, I will stop right here, and I'm going to ask you, Isaac, please, if it's possible, why don't you just leave it for now and keep it for the future, and then we all go back and do research, and maybe the government will come up with a final resolution. I would suggest that if that is okay with you, go ahead and do it. If not, continue discussing. But thank you very much. Tabaya.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Deng Ding. I appreciate your suggestions. Why we are here, we were just coming to, we need to help, because the media, social media, especially Facebook, there are so different words are running around which are not correct, and we need to diffuse these things. That's why we rush in, such that the reality, when it comes out here, it will reach out quickly and stop these propagandas which is being running in social media and the people are being speaking about. That's the reason we are here. But I respect and accept your opinion. That's what we intended. Now we cannot find the solution right now, how I have understood it, and we, the panels, and how we are discussing it, we will never reach to a good conclusion. So what I can do, I will be giving each and every one of you 2 minutes of dropping in your word, and you come with the conclusion when you conclude it, that we have to investigate deeply about this, and we will come back to talk about it, because child trafficking is the worst thing we cannot condone. I will start with my left hand guy, Maun Ayer, and then we'll go to Mr. Gora Odil and go to W. Red.
You said let Dr. Deng Deng finish first, then I will come in to leave.
Are you going? You need to go. Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to leave quickly, I can just give you the first floor to drop in your word. As you have heard Dr. Deng Deng, now there is a lot of information that we need now behind, and the things is taking us into different direction. If you were having reservations behind your questions, please bring them to the light.
Thank you.
Your
yes,
proof.
my take on this, I thank Dr. Deng Deng. I know this is very sensitive from a Boer community perspective. Somebody might take it personal that you are against the community, you are against them and all this. But, some people here, I come here personally to talk about what I heard and try to clear from Maud Ayor and William Reg, as they belong to that community. The girl I talked to actually is from Boer. And she is from she is from Jaleh. William can hear me and some other audience from both sides. The guy is from Jaleh, and I think the girl I talked to was from Jaleh. She told me that the general took her kid to Kakuma. The kids are in Kakuma. The kid from the Dinga mother side are in Kakuma. And she said that the guy have a long history with his wife that have these kids. They say that they used to fight, and one kid even died because of their conflicts, that they used to fight as family members, as wife and husband. So that's what she told me. But I know, I couldn't take that. I can't take that one as a true story. And I tried to listen to the interview that Dr. Deng Deng talked about, but it was one-sided interview. And I don't believe on one-sided interview, like us talking here now, nobody here from the Murle that contact the government and say, this guy is selling kid to me. How he set him up, nobody know. We just see him in the court and his kid with the face covered and the news, on social media. And we know, everybody's trying to make a research about this, how it happened. And because of confusion, there are mixed messages, whereby some people say, some people from his side saying, the general was mentally sick, that's why he attempted to do this. Some people say, no, the general was set up, and we don't have clear from Murle themselves. And what I heard, the guy was arrested in Juba. It's in Juba, and the girl said that the kid were in Uganda with his relative, and he went and get them. I don't know here if this is true. The mother was the father. They separated long time ago. And he has two wives. One of his wives, he sent him to Kakuma. He have a daughter in Uganda, and she went far as she can to say even that there's a brother of this general here in America. I don't know what side of America is his brother. And I don't know if his brother is here. She said that the guy have his brother in America. Which side of America? Because I know in Juba, they just make Australia and Canada as America.
Yeah.
So that's why I come here to have detail from these two guys that are representing Boer community here on the show, to have clarification from them and to hear from them how they will talk and analyze this, as they are also from the West. I think they don't have detail. They are also trying to maybe to tell us what they hear about, and we don't know. Everybody here is trying to find the answer, because all of us as lost boys, I think most of us came to US with that story, whereby when Arab used to attack us, they try to take you away from the parent and all those. We all know that it is not fair to be taken from your parent and soul. And this is very sensitive, as Dr. Deng Ding talk about. I know we South Sudanese, we don't like the truth sometimes. And we don't like to talk about sensitive things that are going among our communities. When you talk about it, some people, you know, may hate you because you bring it up against their community and all this. They don't see it as important. I mean, because it could be your child. That is, you know, if that business exists, your child could be stolen in Juba and sold to somebody else. And you will wonder who took your child, you know. And if it is brought into attention and people talk about it, and maybe some people may try to cover it up, and it happened in your community, it might happen sometime. That person may come within your community and steal your kid, sell them to somebody who buy the kid. And later on, you will be told that, oh, Murley came and attacked people and took your kids. So that thing actually can go around, and we don't know how this can be fixed. But as talking here, we are eyes of our communities and we are leaders. It's the matter that we are not in South Sudan. So I don't, you know, my advice to some people who may take it personal that, oh, this guy hate Boer people. We are all Sudanese, South Sudanese. We love each other. If we see something, we have to talk about it. But we have to do things correctly too. Like people who interview this guy, they interview himself, but they did not interview somebody who said if he was set up, they should have interviewed the Murley whom he negotiated the price to sell the kid with. And also they should have bring the mother of the kid. The mother of the kid, according to my source, the mother of the kid is the father, and they separate. And the guy himself brought the kid from Uganda. I don't know where he was stationed going to. This is what I heard from William, and it will be another so that I heard from William too. But that's where I can say. Otherwise, Lake State media is doing right thing. We have to come up and talk together, analyze things how they happen, so that we know this is what I have been talking, that we South Sudanese are bad people. It's not the leaders that are leading us. You know, the way we are running our country is in our blood. It's a tribal mindset. It's a hatred. We don't agree with true things. We just make things up and blame the other one. You know, that's why I sometimes argue my argument that it starts from me, the way we represent ourselves. Even you see wrong thing being done by your people, you're trying to cover up your brother, and yet your brother is a criminal. You know, that's why I always talk. I say we South Sudanese, we have to conform ourselves. Like some of these guys, I think they were militarily trained. When you are trained in the military, you are conformed to live a military life. Let's conform and change and see the way we talk. We tell the truth. This is when we will fix our country in the correct direction. But if we engage in cover up, in making up, baseless blaming, we wouldn't go anywhere. We will keep having hatred among ourselves, and it wouldn't even go forward to catch up with the other world. So thank you. I beg all the people from Bor who are watching here. I'm not holding anything against Bor people. I have friends, and I always talk, you know, with some friend. Even I discuss this with some friend whom I drink together, we eat together, we drink tea together. I talk to them and we analyze this. We still love each other. No one say that, oh, because you love our community, that's why you talk that way. You know, I go and make my call somewhere and find the answer. Maybe this is the wrong answer, but the girl who talked to me is from Jale, as William is from Bor. I know William, as Yammer, I passed through Bor. I know all the communities and where they live, and then this is where I make my research through calling, and this is how I get my information. If this is wrong, yes, I heard it, and I have to explain it to the audience here as this topic being discussed here on this show. And thank you, Lake State Media. This is why it is called media. You bring attention, we have to talk about it, we analyze it. And this is good whereby these two guys, Mahmoud Ayor and William Rage, come here to defend their side. I hope next time, as Dor Largin told you, you may try your best as you can to bring one, maybe the mother. Maybe if you can get her, maybe you can find her. But I believe they will try to bring the mother in the court if there are people, if the government stand up, stand up for those kids in Juba. And thank you. I will rest my case there, and I will listen, and I will never talk again. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you so much, Benjamin. Cole, I appreciate your conclusions and your ending words. Let's do this, guys. We have already agreed that we need to end this show. It's now 2 hours and a half that we have been running this show. But I need to. There are some few individuals who haven't yet spoken since they joined this show and they've been in the panels. I don't know. Are they available? I have to start with them. Why they chose to be here? They need to drop their word in and then they go to conclusion because we are closing down. Majungri Aladel, you have to just.
Hello.
Hello. Do you hear us?
Yes, I can. Very loud.
Okay. Let me see your face, and I need you to just drop message and you go to conclusion because this is the back to you. You are closing the show. We resume it. Okay, after we find out more details as everybody requesting. There are a lot of things going on. The kids, you are making a lot of.
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually babysitting right now, and that's why I just turn off my camera. If it is okay, I can just make my quick comment while behind the scene or showing even my face. But I'm sure some of you,
as children,
yeah, because of the kids.
It's okay.
All right. First of all, Mr. Isaac Tieng, I've been following the discussions from the start of it earlier today, and I have actually been listening to the whole debate. And for the last few days, of course, I've been coming across all the comments, posts on social media, and I've been avoiding not to add any comment on this subject matter. But of course, sometimes, let me clarify this. Murle are South Sudanese, Bor are South Sudanese. No any other community is better than the other. Neither will choose Bor over Murle, or we choose Murle over Bor. We are South Sudanese from the same region. So what I will be avoiding here is I will avoid to comment on the subject matter, to be honest, because I've been trying to keep myself out of it as much as possible I can because of the controversies of this topic. But firstly, let's take South Sudan Criminal Penal Code is a version of English Criminal Penal Code. Every accused person is presumed innocent until proven guilty. None of them.
Correct.
We don't have to sit here and conclusively rush to the conclusion and say Makir is guilty. Or any one of us should not really rush in and say, Murle were making up a story, because we don't know what had actually happened. We don't know the nature of this particular case. And that's why I personally agree with Dr. Daniel Dean, who asked earlier that this topic need to be suspended, because it is actually too early for us to even talk about it, because there is still a police investigation. And our major problem, yes, the police investigation is still going on. We don't know, but the fact that that Makir went in and the admission of Makir itself, that he had mentioned $2,000 for loan and grantor his own children, for that matter, I think it's actually complicated the whole case for Brother Maker. But the fact that some people or psychologists argue that Maker is not mentally fit, well, of course, that should be taken into the considerations. And I will cease from there, not to make any comment on the subject matter. The reason that I rush in to the panel to share my thoughts or my opinions in relations to the subject matter, it was a comment made by our brother William Reich.
Right.
You see, my brother William Reich comparing the case of CSI, which is Christian Solidarity International, the child adoption in Northern Bahr el Ghazal, with the case in Murley, it is completely, it is out of comparison, to be honest. This is the reality of the situation in Northern Bahr el Ghazal, that the Messiria are adopting our children in Northern Bahr el Ghazal. They kidnap women, not only children. They kidnap innocent girls. They rape them. They do all sort of things. But I was shocked. This is known by International Human Rights Commission. But for you comparing the issue of Murley with the Northern, what used to happen or still is happening right now in Northern Bahr el Ghazal, and even in areas like Abyei, it is completely not related to this subject matter. So I believe our brother should actually withdraw that. Let's act professionally when we come to international media. Like now we are debating, we are discussing live, and every other persons across the world are watching, including non-South Sudanese. So I personally request our brother William Reich to withdraw his statement. That is unacceptable. You can't compare the reality of the situation with, well, of course, I'm not denying the fact that there are allegations of child abduction between Bor and Murley, between Murley and Bor, and between Law Nuer and Murley. So, but I always avoid to comment on that, because I don't assume things at the expense of trying to please anybody. So that was uncalled for you to compare this case with Northern Bahr el Ghazal. So I will ask you to withdraw. So I'll cease from there. From here.
Father Rede, thank you so much. Even if the kids are just disturbing at the background, we had your point and your opinion. We pick up from there. And as you are all aware, we have a newcomers. SB Chok, we welcome you, but we are coming to conclusion. So just hang on. We are coming to conclude, and I will leave you, Jibril, to be the last person to conclude after our brothers. Where is Reg? Oh, yeah. Okay, here it is. Okay, I have unmuted you. I will start with you, William Reg, and then I will go to Gore and then to Maunior. It is you who have to unmute yourself. I can't make it here. Unmute yourself. Okay, let's start with Maunior. Just jump in.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll make mine.
I don't know if you guys hear me or not.
Time because I did
No
talk
problem.
a lot earlier.
Let me just go ahead with Maud. We'll come back to you.
All right. Okay. Thank you. If you hear me, it's okay. I will come.
Okay. So, thank you, Isaac. In the regard to the Lake State media, I've been watching a lot of presentation you guys always done with your panels, and even for some point, I did participate. So there is nothing wrong with the media to bring any issue to be discussed. The only difference the reason why I say the issue of today of discussion should have been reserved for a while, it is because of the nature of this issue. Why do I say it? It is because we don't have a full detail about it. We don't know, like even right now as we are talking, each and every one of us is talking without confidence. Even me myself, I'm talking without any confidence of what we are discussing because we are not sure of the full text of this case. Second to that, we Boer community, we are hurt. I don't know how maybe some of you might take it, but this case have really make us mad. Knowing what has been going on in these two communities for a long time. All of you, we are from different communities, but we are aware. Some of us are 40s, and during these 40s years, you might have come across what has happened between Bor and Murle. When I'm listening to some of you, if I knew the way I see now people are talking, I would have not even joined. Because of the way I really listening very keenly to some of my brothers here. The issue between Bor and Murle is a well-known issue. And for me listening tonight, even no one person admitting what Murle has been doing to this community. It is very sad. But anyway, I will let it, it will be another day for discussion. But let me say this to my brother Gora. I think you just, for somehow, you agreed that Murle, there are criminal, as you put it, individual who practice crime. It's not the whole community. To me, as a Dingabur, I see it as the whole community of Murle who has been practiced this crime of child abduction for all these 2 centuries. Maybe to you, you see these are the individual criminal, individual who practice child abduction, cattle raiding. But to me, I have seen Murle coming in thousands to Bor before the war of 1983. So for us to get out of this, if we want to get out of this, if we want to solve the issue, like my brother Benjamin put it earlier, and Majorial put it, it is we, this generation, who can change the nature of tribalism in our country. But if we are not, we panel who are here tonight, if we are even not honest to our own discussion tonight, then I don't see that even we are going to change the South Sudan. It will be still dragging on the same foot that we found. So let us, I just want you as a brother, we are from the same region. No matter what, at the end of the day, I know we will come together one day, one time. No matter how Murle will say, I don't want Bor, or Bor will say, I don't want Murle, we will come together.
Brother Mayor Maunayar, I don't need you to take us back. What you are saying now, you need to take us back to another discussion or to run debate longer. But we are coming to conclusion. We need to leave it in a suspense. It's a halfway. We haven't yet to come to conclusion. We had to dig out the whole information. We come back again. This case is not yet rest. So please don't take us back again to discussion. Yeah. If you just need to, if you need to answer all the speakers who have spoken before.
No, I'm not going to answer all of them. I'm just talking to, and then I will be done. So what I was trying to say, no matter how we hate each other, the atrocities that we committed among ourselves, we will come together. But we need to be sincere. This is a serious, this time, my brother Gora. This time, I want to assure you, this time, Boer community is serious to solve this issue of cattle wrestling, child abduction, once and for all, so that we can come together. I don't know about you, but whatever the way we will solve it, we are serious this time. I want to assure you about that. So let us be honest. Honest. Honesty is the only way we'll solve this. So I will stop from here, but I'm very disappointed to some of my brothers from the region of Bargadal, the way they are talking. I'm not pleased at all. It doesn't show that you're going to, we cannot solve anything. If you don't see this issue in a clear lens, and you are talking in kind of double standard, it's very disappointed. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Brother Maud. I appreciate your participation and your words. I will go to our brother straight, William, right?
Yes. All right. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you one more time. Anyway, I have no problem of this case to be brought into the light. It's already been there. A lot of people are discussing across the nation or across the world, and the fact that to remain is that for those who have their own conclusion or the point the finger somewhere, I want to assure you that any investigation cannot be done on one side. We don't have a buyer here that is say this guy, we caught him and he was discussing this amount of price with us about this kid. I want to go back to you, brother Benjamin. You sound like I don't you know, for your assurance or your sanity. We are not here to defend this guy. I'm from the same place with him as I told you before. I stated. There is no way that we can even say that we're defending him. No, not at all. For the human trafficking, like what happened, it cannot happen to us. And you should have to know, in our area where we live, and civility in Southern Sudan, you will find it in Bor. There is no way that we can let anybody done away with the crime set like that. It will not happen. So the propaganda that has been made by people administration trying to cover it up, when actually the guy is known by the general, by Ismail Konyi. And the thing that you have to take into your account, you should have to ask, did this guy know Ismail Konyi or not? Do they know one another? How did he end up in that compound of General Ismail Konyi? This is the first thing that you should question first. He's a military officer too. He's a ranking officer in that SPLA. They are colleagues. Second to that, he married to that area, Taposa. He came to 2000. He brought the kid to 2014 to Juba. That the time that he brought the kid there. So for us, there is no whatever the thought of that we want to cover thing here, to clean or to polish our name. No, the horrible thing that Murle has done to us is worse than this. It's worse than this kid. Whether he was trying to do or whatever, that's not my fault. What Murle has done to us in history of humankind in South Sudan is a horrible thing. And that thing will go to the history, whether it will be a dirty or clean, except if we're not serious about it. But anything that we are serious for it will be hard. To brother who was saying before that, who was mentioned that why do you compare the issue of Murle to the incident of Janjaweed or Maral in northern Barkazal? Yeah, there is a correlation here, brother. I was not trying to invoke or to make a propaganda for it, but you get to look two things here: abduction and abduction. What Maral used to do is abduction. What the Murle done here too is abduction. There is no what they call here, the term that I heard from some people saying Murle abducting kids. There is no such adoption in a brutality way, in a rating way, in a war zone. There is nothing called whatever that called. It is abduction by force and voluntarily. What Murle using is not a voluntary way. Huh? So if I make this narrative, there is a correlation here and you can understand it. But you cannot say that this thing is documented in a worldwide. Yes, the Murle case too is documented. It's already documented and we'll document it in the history of South Sudan. And with the people that will gain this shameless will gain it. And this is the point that we even took out to fight with the Jalafa, say that we have to have a freedom. Say that nobody will go and invade somebody to took either the cattle or the human being. This is not acceptable. And if this is still happen, going on when we have a country. It will not rest like that. And in the fact that our brother is here, from Goro, is from Murle too. So this thing also will become it can come as an issue of South Sudan general, but we'll narrow it down. To the point where that the people of Bivor will listen. They will listen at this time. We should have to take aside the propaganda or tarnish it, but we have to come to the realities. We are a nation, and to be a nation, we have to respect the human rights. The individualistic, we have to respect those rights too. So for those who have a pain across the country of South Sudan, it is our right as a citizen. It is a right for each citizen to be protected. But to make a game on it, to make a game that it is mujrimin, yeah, bugul da mujrimin. Kulu yom da yauda kalamita murle da mujrimin. Now we come to the conclusion. We also have to adapt it that case that we are mujrimin too, come on. Mafi mara بولد المجرم ما في مرة بولد المجرم ده كل ناس. If we accept this and we accept it, we are very close to your door. We are very close to your door. And this is what you should know, because there are some people who always say, I bore the coward. Yeah, and begul boraya we are not that coward. It's just the mechanism. What we are fighting for, if we didn't put that dot, we cannot fight. But if we find the dot to put the dot, my friend, it is a serious case. So I will raise my case there. So to brother who was saying that maybe I related this case of Barkazal to this, yes, I related this case because there was a film. If you are not familiar with it, there was a film that made by Maral saying the kid they abducted from Barkazal, they were denying it, putting in opposite way, saying that, oh, it is those of Algeria. They sold their kid to us. They make a documentary, and that documentary went to Geneva. This is what upset the SPLM. That was the point. That is how I related into this. Murle, in this case, they make the video of it. They make a film of it, saying that they have to say to defend their ground, saying this war, they sell their kid to us. That is the relative. That is how I related this case into. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, William. I appreciate your presence and your contribution, your opinion that you have given to the question which were thrown direct. The next speaker, I think I will leave you behind, Benjamin. I have to go to Brother Gore to drop in because I will come back to you, William. Benjamin. Gore, can you unmute yourself? Yep. Go ahead. Gora. Sorry, but
yes, yeah. Thank you. Thank you again. I would like to thank again League Media again for second chance. And secondly, I would like to thank again Dr. Deng for actually coming up. Yeah, to wrap up, this thing is actually us discussion we've been on for a while to leave it for a while to, like we said before, to find out what happening back home, so that actually later on we can come all together to have evidence actually to discuss about it. In reality, I would like to thank Dr. Deng for this chance. That means we can end up here. And then later on we can come to discuss in future in more detail without any accusation one side another side. Like I said before, actually we at the Greater Bibor, if we were actually people of those who are like the terrorism, we shouldn't actually celebrate like what always people celebrating for us. But because the Greater Bibor have a fully system which is under the government of South Sudan, they follow up the system where actually investigation can take the place till in the end they will come up to in the conclusion to find out what the reason actually led this guy, this gentleman, to sell the kid. And that was actually the system when Greater Bibor have actually done it. So that actually I am very pleased. Actually, we should actually not to go further. Actually, to accuse each other for no reason. Actually, for anything. But as we say yesterday in crossover newspaper, if you all wrote in Arabic newspaper, what they wrote it today in newspaper South Sudan, they said all these politicians in our side, in both side, Bibor or Bor, they were accusing each other. This what happening actually is not from community themselves. Is those who are politicians who are representing us, and sometimes they are the one actually doing things for themselves. Like we here come to media now. What if we are accuse ourselves with no reason? Actually, I accuse them with nothing, and they accuse me. That actually we brought disagreement among us, and then go to the community background. Uh, so that actually, I need to say to my brother Maud, yeah, I am happy actually if we both willing to set to end this actually data game is going our area for all these years. Yes, this our term. This our term, our generation. We as a source and Southern Sudanese of all both sides, we could actually come to discuss this issue rather than we sometimes to support something that actually to one side, which is actually wrong. And that's why Dr. Grangwen is a rebel. He's not a rebel only for one side, but for also Sudan. Even yesterday, the agreement in been signed for Sudan, that actually, because of if Dr. Grang had never been a rebel, and actually will be no freedom to Sudan today. And that's rebel fighting in Darfur and Blue Nile and Mountain Noba, even far of the Darfur. They agreed, they saw their any marginalization. And that's why they are follow the system. So that's why, okay, let us not to follow those actually we actually been behind with us. Let us to follow our step that we as son and daughter of Greater Jongole in general, we come to solve issue in other side of Jog, Lounwer or Bor and Bibor. That actually those the three majority people actually are living together. So I would like actually to appreciate state media a lot. That's why actually, if there is something concerning our nation, that's why sometimes I'm coming actually to discuss, not actually to blame one side, but we actually come as a Sudanese generation for better tomorrow and better for anything. Something happened in Barkazal too. We actually will come to us. Actually, like my brother said, what is concerning in Masiri. Always we're hearing about it in Abia and what happened. Did anyone stop from Jongole said they're not supporting it? But we support it because they're our brothers. So I would like to thank a lot the media state actually. We as South Sudanese actually to come over to discuss something, not actually to rely to the one community what happened. Individual person have done something, we should say this individual, not by name. Like I said before, there is nothing called authority of Murle. No, there is a greater before of authority, and it's government national. That's something concerned with greater before with concern national government. So I just need to beg you both, William and Mayud, that actually there is nothing called authorization of Greater Murle. No, authorization of Greater Bibor, which is representing all the South Sudan and 4 communities in Greater Bibor. Something concerning area that we actually to come to tell the government of South Sudan this happened our part. That's what is happening today in the media. In the like, I'm not going much to say more detail. I would like to thank Brother Benjamin for your input and Gabriel and those rest who actually spend the time today. Actually, we as second generation of South Sudan, let us work as the people of South Sudan. Tribalism actually will not take far away. Yeah, we in the Western nation also, if we are not coming united, if Makeri went and Mauti went to Bor tomorrow, and he say he will not coming to Bibor, he will be good or nothing. So we can go together, bring the change. You come from Bibor, I come from where I come from. We bring the change to Greater Bibor and Greater Jungle in general. I myself, I have a lot of friends from both sides. I never actually tribalized myself. I say from this side now. I am people of South Sudan in general. I live with any individual. Something concerning our nation, we all actually will be part. So in the end, we don't some who actually saying sometimes Barkazal actually supporting Greater Bibor. No, there is nothing something like that. Greater Barkazal is a part of South Sudan that actually there is no something rely only one side. It relying for people of South Sudan in general. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that your conclusion and your words. Our brother Benjamin Nicole just come in. We'll go next. We are just winding up, guys. come to conclusion. In 3 hours already, and we need to just to conclude.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Isaac, for welcoming back to talk. Yes. Well, first of all, I would love to tell Brother Maud Ayor and William Ray that has been in the SPLA. I am aware of what is going on between two communities, and I know very well what are the situation and what are the reasons going on, because I've been to Bibor, Majabol, Okelo, and Gumruk. I know all these areas myself, and I know, you know, I know the situation because my own roommate is talking here in the United States, lost about 40 head cows of, 40 cattle to Murley. Murley, you know, attacked his uncle. His uncle was taking care of his cows. You know, they wounded him. At least he didn't die anyway, but he was wounded and the cows were taken away. The only difference is that I never have a Murley roommate whom Dinkabur took the cattle from them. But I know, I feel the situation. I know how bad it is between two communities, and I'm not denying that cattle raiding is not being practiced within both sides. And to come to what the comparison that William did about Moralin is not a northern Barkadal issue. I think Moralin started with the SPLA movement together. That for those who speak Arabic, you can hear they are called Muralin. In Arab, in English, it means clearance. They were coming to clear the communities that were supporting the SPLA. It was created as a counter, and you see, it was switched to Darfur people and called Janjaweed, and it was switched to Nuba and called popular. They call it popular something, popular defense or quick. And then when Bashir was overthrown, they called them Damatria. So they were attacking Nuer, they were attacking Abyei, they were attacking Ruweng, all these communities that are bordering Sudan. They were, you know, attacking them, and then they were taking kids and women. And it is something that was known. It started together with the SPLM, SPLA. It was not existing there before. And the video that you were talking about, I don't know what video. The video I watched was the video made by the UN from those people that were brought from Moralin themselves. They were the one who made that video. They were interviewed, and satellite. They captured Moralin burning down villages. It's something that was captured with satellite. So I'm not denying that there are crime, you know, that there are no crime being carried out by Murley to Dinkabur and whatever. We know it is something known in South Sudan, but culturally it exists. It exists before. All these tribes in South Sudan were doing that. I myself involved in Katibo. We went and helped Boya because there are, Lafit who are from Latugo. They came when I was in Katibo. They came and took, herd of cattle from Boya, and then the government of the SPLA scheduled us to run after those cattle. We went all the way to Jebel Boya and brought back the cow for Boya from Latugo. You know, and the different wars, Latugo were civilized. When they attacked Boya were not that civilized like Latugo. Latugo come with, you know, modern attacks and siege them and take the cows away. I witnessed Taposa in Nairobi and Netting. I was stationed there too in Boba. I knew how Taposa were taking cows from Dingdinga and how Dingdinga were taking cows from Taposa. So it's something that I witnessed from Alpha Nile all the way to Equatoria. To Equatoria. It was going on there, and I witnessed all this, you know, and that's how I learned that Katibo, Boya understand themselves with Murley, and the Dingo too understand themselves with Murley. So to Brother Maud Ayor, I'm not denying that we are not seeing what is going on. The thing is that we from the other side are thinking, how will this situation be stopped? And my own solution, if we were talking here about this topic, because I don't know how you guys refer it to the Murley problem with Dinkabur. The problem was this true? I think the topic was about, is it true this guy sold his kids or not? Or this was made up, you know? So this situation of cattle raiding is not only Dingabur and Murle, it is also big in Equatoria, you know. So it is something that it needs our attention to talk about it. And I think we can say the other side, Nuer just step in too. You know, they were cattle raiding from Bor and another side. So it is something national that we all have to talk about. It's not just that you are targeting particular people. I traveled from Kafoida to Nairus with a kid that was kidnapped, that was brought from Murle. He speaks Murle, and he was from Dingapore. I talked to him myself, and he didn't even like to stay as a Dinka when he was brought back. So it is something that we all know, you know, what is going on among our communities. So we need a solution. If we were talking about solution here, I could have said, if it is me, I would put all three divisions between Murle and Dinkabur and make a road across from Lonewear all the way to Equatoria and station all three divisions there.
We just go to your conclusion. We are just
Okay.
going. Yeah. We will
Okay.
talk about this again.
So to me, to me, there's a solution. But brother William, we are not here to mock the other side or to mock the other community. That why are they doing this? There are criminals. There are criminals, and I don't think Murle would deny that there are criminals in Murle, and I don't think Dingabur would deny that there are criminals. If something happened, it has to be investigated, and then we have to find out the way.
Yeah.
How it happened? Is it true or not true? Because Ismail was in Juba. And by the way, Ismail was a militia. He never been SPLA commander. I know he fought with the SPLA, but Ismail was a militia himself. But this was done in Juba, and the fact that this guy was asking for $2,000 loan is not known by anybody here, and it is not something that either one can conclude that it was true. We have seen what is going on social media, and it was South Sudan government and police that sent us all this information, and we are social media members that just react to what happened and try to analyze it and try to learn from you, William Ray, who come from that community. It's not just an insult, so that you can go ahead and compare what was going on there. This is the proof, and I think the problem of Murle and Dingabur was not created by the SPLA movement. It was something going on between two communities, and the SPLA involved to stop it. They couldn't do it. They couldn't handle it, and they are trying. They are trying to stop it. And there are other sides saying that these guys are the one who bring the kid. The other side say these guys are the one who come and take our kids. And then I don't see how Ismail Koini will set up this guy here. This is what we are waiting to hear from. Because this is going to be a court case. It will be pursued. You cannot, when you see this general being arrested, it's going to be a court case. The Murle guy who arrested him will come forward and talk about how he did or how he arrested this guy trying to sell kit to him. What is the relationship? How did he know? Maybe Ismail Koini here is just a representative. We don't know. If he knows Ismail Koini or somebody was trying to buy kit from him, and Ismail Koini was calling as a community, because I know in Juba he's a community leader, you know. So we all don't know, and that's why I agree with Dr. Deng Ding before that. Yes, it is true. I agree. To me, I know one side interview is not that enough for all of us to satisfy us.
Yeah.
The mother of this kid have to be fined. Where is she? And also, this guy have to be questioned.
Yeah.
Why he took the kid from Uganda to there? What was going on with his relative that was holding kids in Uganda? And why was he trying to loan?
It's okay. Yeah.
These are all facts that we can know, and then we will read the case as we know the case that it was coined or made up case to bring Dingabur to be guilty, or it is true. If it is true, it will still upset Dingabur for what that guy done. That guy represents them. Actually, I agree with Mahmoud Ayur. It's either side. Like us, we are talking here now. Yeah, some Dingabur might be mad at us. That why are we saying this? But if it turn out to be true, they might be mad at that person. That why this guy do this? That he's damaging our community. So we don't know. And I agree that when somebody told me that this guy is mentally sick, yes, this is what I came to conclusion in my heart, thinking that this might be true. If this guy tried to sell his kid, to sell his kid, yeah, he might be brain damaged, or we don't know. We don't know. And William, I know myself, this guy is a general. I did not deny that he's a general, but he retired and then he became a police general. We all know that.
Yeah, you have consumed
And
more than 5 minutes,
so,
Benjamin, and we have already rest this.
So thank you. I'm not here to exchange bad word with you, like as you brought in the Moralin abduction and all this. Yeah, try to compare the situation, but yeah, these are true stories. We know there are some Dinkabur who fought too along the border. I know Bulwal was shot half dead. I think he went there with more. I knew Walatu myself. He went there and fought with Moralin. It is something that he's aware of. They were soldiers. They come with uniform. So they just use community name here to get away because of human rights. So that's why you heard them saying that Janjaweed and all those. It's just used like SPLA attacking the community or attacking Uganda and say that they actually attack Uganda. That's how it was made up by Khartoum government. But those were Muralin, they were Mujahideen. In fact, they were Mujahideen. But thank you. I have no case to argue about that or be mad at you that why are you bringing that. It is a true story.
Yes.
But sorry, I'm trying to find the answer here. And that's why I direct my question to you, William. And I can see how bad it is and how upset it is to some Dingabur. Yeah. For this case to be analyzed here, and for a person like me to talk about it, yeah, I might have heard, some people that maybe the way I talk, but sorry, I was trying to find the facts, and I will keep moving because I'm a South Sudanese, and who knows, I could be a leader in the future, and I might step in between these two communities and try to come up with what I know and say this should not happen. But thank you anyway to talk about it, and then I will read my case.
All right, thank you, Benjamin. I said before that we need to rest. This case is not finished today. It's a long discussion. We need to gain more proofs from the ground, and if we have agreed that we're coming to conclusion or to close this debate, we don't need to throw some question kinds of something like that needs somebody to respond for it. Again, then that will prolong the debate or will take us into a different time. So please, for the last few two individuals, Brother Jabril, you will come in, and I need you to be very brief. We know this case has not yet ended. We will talk about it after we get more information, after the court also hearing is done. Because they went to bring the mother of children as well. She has to appear in the court. And all these things, this is where we will make another show about it. Thank you.
Shukran, Isaac. Is second time I have to greeting all of you. Munayor. Inja kam mo the when obija jam tong mo jang lana go chidong. In Gora, morale dan jongle. Obija jam tong mo jang. Na tegila le kabija la translate ni yin.
I chipping a little bit.
Okay. All right. Irkan, we work. Ashin da dia hal kwacin da dia ni yoga jam. Jam ne yin label katar ku label ya na kicira loy. Ku ni yoga tek to buga le kere. Yani a kicira loy. En chiksin bizat. Chalwel kan kichi pelebing. Ima din kabor na ujbirai wala morle wala yakuma. To win channel within. Kichi filming or she politicized in a different way. Kini ane lwel ka e chan boko nyi jodya. Chimene men there is some sound, some word, I joke bent together. I would like to encourage Akuma Dan Bita Sudan. Idara Bita Police, Kujenka, Idara Department of Justice. Please, take Louis, and Angada Eten, a community, a Yakudolnum. Dukutin Bika Poji, Yi, Kuchikapoj, be generalat. Lanilkin Najira and a Bayer and Kuta Wood, Kalwell, Angajor, Angachi, Kajor Laban Kadula, Obuki, Babila, Liabke. Otherwise, Dogamoin. Kana, Abiyi, Wabu Botul, Wabatime Dabila, Ichin Kapot Bukayo. Getting? Kana Yoga encourage, we are encouraged police officers to make really Nanong Tahari be loy. Ki loy ke professional big yok. Nanong wadi ye William Raja ye Lwin. Koike, when Malera Dugistide, Kuleben soup, till we be kega dom, which you kega dom it. When a Japan to be bored, that is the question. Can question mark Tin Barsa, Tin Galore, Rajuquen, a Ganun, will in PhD, Rajuquen, will in master degree, Rajuquen, will a and Paramonjang, AGP, Alibati, Yenalong. Alibati, when that is was right. When there could be confusion of an. Young when a Japan dom, a Japan, we hear and low was sata. Kage quite be bored, but away where I meet. Quite be bored, I live a what you want to show exactly. How you want to continue in your attitude, or you want to open the different image. I can be quite confused again. Kak Ochan Kajam Kulalan, Achiran La Morley, Yak support, La Dingabori support. But I support the Tahria Dun Buroloy, Yani Budun Rawin, Lil Anna Kojak, Anna and Joral Net. Yakwat Jowating as a history. History bita Iran Ken, bita Nian Makarton. Maybe a level man tech, Tien Binjan bita Ganun, Ganun or Railway, Calibil get the juice, a tiger bita de la fall, a tiger meat. Lana how many years? Maybe Kirang that you use to collision the friendship day. She used Ismail Konyi or any other one from the Morley Wood meat for long years. How many Miss Borman Jalmar can be a quena I. Did you see? That's why you can't look at you can't TikTok. Now you're a ben community now. Be more lady gel by all sheriff. Be gel a ben bait. Makajakulu Agachoriat. Kanuake, we bow a lot. I walk Kakwan Yokoloi, Ogachi Jai where Anachiber Loy, Kakwan Yokoloi, Ran Diamond, when a yellow tongue barkadal. Rana Yur, Kujo Yiluel, Ajiran Yaga Marakan Ajiluel. Lana be Murulel, I've been Nagi there, and Ayur Tava never win keeping. Lana could have low Kuberi, Ranigerima low Kuberi, Kupal, Lana Kalwell Kanakana, Abi ye there, Bijar Doggy there, Kalwell Handel, and I jam the work and make it. Getting regular of each devil or she denied. I learned Nally Joy, no ye like in Fayen and in William.
Apa the
Kawunya Luel, and a born to talk. Kawunya Luel. Do Okorut Konoja Koi, P media, Ninkoro go to in. Konoja Duk, bit a Harriet become Quadi. Najita Harriet Quadi, Karanabia Jamke ye. Ranabia Jamke, a care way over there, in Mona York, Jenka, William Ray. William Ray sound to a mouth, no Wilco Laila will be lot today. Paul to Allah Toka Ganun. Allah Toka Ganun in a Yidala Baidal. Lakin, Kia Cholichan, but community. Bajal back up a look. Well, you've got that on the Kachiram by Cholambar Pinkanda. Because I'm Bialan they were below. In one mother Munayor, Nelly Kagin, Chiran Mana, to years on to in a jam, in England, and I bore. Yeah, I bore to Dong Yang, a Yajan Cocky Daddy. Aguchen dakal ba Upper Nile, Kichola Ebor, Kine Jamson, you are representing all the community. You can really your opinion. Kayir and Nokil Bany Bibanbe, Nekanich, Kayema Wood, Mona Yor, Tiatianga Diakene, Upper the Bilabiella. Lakin Alwell Kayebor, which is Kine Jamira, chief opposed by you are representing your community. For Kenaki Ogulwelka, Kena Haraka win, Kena Haraka Wujila Baytok, Chi William Ray Bay, a Haraka no we be Rajan, we wetke, now quick date. We were in the front of an, we to front line. A Haraka no we be with Jambilo and Haraka that to Kuloikin. I can be damned the Ben Alamian Bokoi. The kid a kindle even in Janakane e then, who called you do that. Ukaka, I'll be none different. We're more labor, I know intermarriage. Musiria, Kujenka, Algerian, I can intermarry. Lana
Okay.
Quay, Chambinya, Dentia, Gilabaya Muslim. Kuwe come down more labor, I can Muslim Kumasia. Arin Betka, you are taking. Kinumen Ray, Kujenka, Maut, Kagarin, Pulanga did the kilo guy me the jam took, one be the jam took, one be the jungle. Fayen, Kwankan, Jolko Kam Polakaya,
Bija
Nukuro
Kapoleka,
Jolpol,
information.
Jolpal Hakama.
We'll come back.
And Kula Dugnum dear. Num dear, and a Chinkidia, Jinkil Winlava man, Nonkichi Laga, Punoy Jelwell, Kanalweli, Chinkichi Laga, Kanale Ran, for Mahim, Bag Wilcher, Abatoka, Papaja Paldi Tordi de, Big Blatol, but oh, be go together. Owachi Doko Barkadal, Chimilquinchimo Mudwell, Ima Koi Koki Jam Chimin word Barkadal, I think Kichel law porting. Iran, to you could support.
Yeah,
Immediately, there is something problem. There is something confusion. To go confused. Even the larger. It's the second time Bajabi appreciate today. Lani yen a band that we can mess up. But that college TikTok. Lana Ganun a jam in El Mutambari Hata Matas with Danato. Getty for yen and Jokoitan Koga Chakalate.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jibril. I appreciate your presence and your opinion. So that is your own opinion. Dr. Deng Ding, just come to conclusion. Appreciate your being patient and your suggestion of resting the case.
Well, thank you, everybody, the host and people on the panels, and also the viewers. I'm going to conclude it in this way. Let all of us on the panel here go out and do research about this issue. And when you come back next time, come with it so that we come to conclusion and then we condemn at once so that that cannot happen. That's number two. We do not need to pick one another. You know, whenever something says something, you don't like it, that's okay. Just let it go and let's stick to the topic because that can actually save time and at the same time also save, the exchange of words, and that will avoid us taking out of the point. The third is not directly to Maud or William, but we are all concerned about the issues going on. Murley, kidnapping children in Bor, or even kidnapping children somewhere, or even some children being kidnapped from Bulo as well. We're all concerned about that. But the reason we didn't come up with that, didn't talk about it before, it was because that was not the topic. The topic was about the issue of these two kids. So that's you felt like we didn't talk about it before, but that was not the reason then. But if we failed to do that, we are so sorry. But we need to condemn everything that is going on wrong in our community, whether it's in Great Upper Nile, whether in Baragadal, or whether in Equatorial. Anything that goes against our people in wrong way, it is our responsibility as citizens to condemn it. But before we do that, we have to have a concrete evidence that this is how happened, this is who did it, and this is how we need to stop it, and this is what we need to stop it. So I think I'm going to stop right here. But again, I'm going to advise you, including myself, let's go out tonight to do a lot of research, a completely thoroughly research, and then with the confidence and evidence about the issue. And again, let's rely also on the report of the government. So if the report of the government is out before we come to the show, that would be great. My final recommendation is to the host. Please, whenever there is an issue that needs to be discussed, please come with the concrete evidence too as well, with the physical evidence, so that will guide us as well. If we go out of the topic, for example, of the issue today, so come with the evidence, with the physical evidence that this is what need to be done. This is the right thing. This is not the right thing. Finally, next time when you come, we talk about this. We really need to talk about it. When you talk about this, please reach out to Malay community to bring some expertise in addition to Gora, instead of just one person on the panel, and then maybe from Bor, and then from other communities that actually have been the victims of the issues. So I will just stop right here, but it's just a piece of advice that they all go out, do a concrete research, and come with a physical evidence whenever you talk about the issue. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good night, and I hope you're going to enjoy the night. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Deng, and I also would like to thank everyone who is participating, those who are here in the panels with me, Brother Mawunt Yarukujara, Brother Gora, and Brother Gabriel, Brother Benjamin, William, Reg, Dr. Deng Ding, Majungri Aladel, and those who have slept already. I really appreciate your presence and your contribution, your opinions you air out. Lagos State Media is a social media platform that we use to bring information, news, and social issues to people of South Sudan and to be well informed. When they are if they are well informed, they can discuss their issues and find amicable solutions. That is the reason I made this show today and tonight, wherever you are tuning in, because I was disturbed of the news running in the other social media outlets regarding the children being sold or not sold. And as a father, I told you before, I'm a father of, I have 9 children. So I kind of feel that hard. How can I take one of my children to go and just sold it or sold him or her, or just hold for the loans? So my suggestion is just to find the truth. It's not condemnation. It's not to damage either community. It's just to find the truth. Is it true or not? That's the reason Lagos State Media made this show, such that we come and discuss, and those who have a different information from the ground, you bring it here and join us. So thank you so much. I will never talk much now. We'll let you go all, and next time after court hearing, we will come back and we will finalize all these things. And God bless you all, and go in peace. Thank you.
It's your boy Young Ajibin that thing. Pancho Lagos stand and Panchi America. Banyi Dwal, Banaban, Pancho Lagos stand and Panchi America. Banyi Dwal, Banaban, walk on your leg, Kankaro, what on a watching. Oga, level, gear, pow, very leg. Panda with ya, Panchi America. Panya Dwal, Bano, Chingatongo, Pandon, could you ever buy a check out? Panda, what ya be, Dwal, venting.